know. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Adventures in Silvernell, the homebrewed fantasy world setting for our weekly game of Dungeons and Dragons 5e. By the way, did you guys hear that, this is just completely off script, WOTC was just bought D&D Beyond?
Yep.
Crazy.
Hasbro, technically.
Yeah, Wizards of the Coast. And Hasbro, yeah. Well, okay, anyways, I'm Scott Nicholson, your game master for the evening, and this is episode 10 of Dragontooth Academy. Let's say hello to our students who you just heard talking anyways. Michael Jackson! Tanner Messer!
So,
Ben Dale!
I'm just a guy.
And the star tonight, Erica Webb.
Hello, get your reader points ready so I do not die. Thank you.
This is a campaign of evil decisions, and that means it's rated R for violence, more violence, and even more violence. Welcome back to Dragontooth Academy. Welcome back, everybody. Last time on episode 9, after burp, B was captured in a magic fae terrarium by Anabella Lillinith and Jessamine Tunnelly. She was able to burst out, but finds herself in the advanced student chamber's locker room with the help of an ogre. Bognak and Taylor discovered Landry Fatale built Dragontooth herself under the permission and partnership of Summit. She also raised each teacher back from the dead for being the best villains in history and turned them into her vampire slaves. Also, Artheon's father is a higher up in Summit. We learned a lot last time.
Vampires confirmed now. Thank you, Scott.
Well, she drank blood from their neck, and they all had bites on their neck, so let me spell that one out.
It was their cheek.
Yeah, they might be just thirsty. Penny is able to grow Vane for the first time, and now Vane sees all of death's door. Also, her Cleonile and Mortenzel, they form a consensually sexually empowered trio. Yummy.
A non-sexually empowered trio? Like, yes.
It's a consensually... Oh, it's non-sexual? Oh, gonna mark that part out of tonight's episode.
Yeah, it's consensually non-sexual.
Oh, okay, sure.
I mean, it's option to be sexual, but...
Get some more positive points, let's see. All right, Yumi uses the bleed to make students wonder if Bee and Bognak are dating. Meanwhile, Yumi sides with Artheon and gains a small fraction of his trust, as they are now aiming to become a Hallow Child. The student council makes big decisions for the school, including making a special achievement for outstanding student, with the reward of a penthouse over the furnace, completely designed for Artheon. And each player, except for B, passed their first exam. Will B be forgiven for not taking it? I don't know.
Forget that.
Before we begin and go to B, first, something very important was happening while the student council was going on. Yumi, I believe, was responding to an invitation from Artheon Hallowchild to meet him outside of the corridors of remembrance. And as Yumi just confirmed this before we began, Yumi, you climb the stairs outside. It's a red day. And you get to the corridor of remembrance, and the door is cracked open a little bit. This is kind of at the beginning of the council meeting. So the door is cracked open. As you get up there, you immediately notice it's a packed room. There's lots of people inside. And they're all wearing these brown robes that kind of go up and point out and kind of like a horn. That kind of, and they stay up. They don't like flap over. They stay perfectly up on both sides. And they're all, like the hoods kind of come over the face so it's all dark on the inside. But one of them takes it off and you see it's Artheon. And he kind of walks towards you at the door. kind of moves like into your space a little bit, like really close, as he shuts the door behind him. Yumi. Fuck yeah.
Hi.
So, you want to don a brown robe and be on the right side of Dragontooth's history?
I mean, I do, but putting this on is a horrible fashion statement, is all I have to say. We're going to have to retalk the outerwear we're putting on at these meetings. But
See, and Jack said you would offer nothing to this group. And here you are, already trying to improve it. Let me show you around.
see, I knew you'd understand.
He's going to take you inside. Two of the students are stepping on the pedestal. They're going to grab a memory. They kind of whisper it. You don't know where this memory is from, but you end up on a giant pirate ship in a stormy seas, lightning, thunder. All of these people in hoods are on the ship as Artheon brings them together and talks about the fact that Fendaga is here in this school. And he's got all the power. And together, if they take out Fendaga, that will be the inspiration for all of the others to fall, and eventually everyone will become a Hallowchild. He's already got the teachers by the balls. We can rule this place together. We can graduate and be stronger and take over Silvernell together. And he's going to talk for that entire time. Do you want to do anything on this ship?
I mean, I definitely want to, like, scope my area real quick and see who all it is that's, like, around and in this place at this time.
They're all hooded and dark at the face. So by perception alone, you would not be able to see. There's different heights.
Can I do it, like, and tell me if this is too much, but
Okay.
can I just, like, cast detect thoughts and kind of listen to a voice in someone's head, see if I can pin it with an individual?
You do have to
and then
pick a
jump
specific
into the
person, right?
next? Yeah, like I have to pick a specific individual, but as an action, I can move from person to person
Do you
for the
have to
duration of the
see them?
time that it lasts.
Because that's the
Let's
wording
see
I'm
real
looking
quick.
for.
The duration you can move.
It doesn't require sight. You can actually detect people who are invisible with that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, you're kind of next to someone who's roughly the same as height of you, and you detect thoughts, and you hear them, like, repeating everything he's saying back, almost like they're trying to memorize it as he's saying it. And by the thought itself, roll an insight check. See if you can tell who this is by the thought.
21. I'm proficient in insight.
This is...
It's Culverlack again.
It's Evandal Kavasundara.
Oh, I didn't expect her.
She's trying to memorize everything. Anyways, as time will pass and you hear this rousing speech, it goes on a long... Otherwise, on the other side of the Dragontooth, these fey creatures bust out as B is busting out with this huge ogre. You see the memory ends. Everyone's back in that room together. There's kind of some confusion. Through the crowd, an arm grabs you and pulls you to the edge and takes you out the door. And it's Artheon. And he's like, just stay right here. And starts yelling at them to go seal off the 6th floor. This is perfect. All the Hallow children are here. Everyone else can die for all they fucking care. Go lock the doors. Keep them in there. I want the Fae and them to kill each other. This is perfect. And he's going to look at you. Do you want to move up? This is your time. I know who you are close to. I know the control you have over the bleed.
And?
I will put you next to me if you go in there right now and kill Penelope, Flora, or Bognak T. Bruiser. Tonight. And he looks at you and he says, I don't know why you were sent here. I know you're from Santi. I know the drama that Santi has. The Jougoui versus the Sinzarans. When you go back, I don't know what you're going to want to do. But if you work with me, I can make sure you rule that place. And in return, they have some valuable things I'd like. that I can't get through my father.
And when do they have to die by?
They have to die by your hands before the 6th floor gets unsealed. One spell and you're in that room. Ortheon! I hear there's an ogre. Shut up! What do you say?
I can give it a go. We can see what happens. No guarantees, but I can give it a go.
Very good. Don't fail me. Dragontooth is going to walk up to you, and he's just going to nod, and Dragontooth is going to dimension door you at an angle down into that room. What you see is the library. You're kind of where the postings are. Bognak is like, he doesn't see you, but he's very close to in front of you, walking past you, looking the opposite direction. And what he is looking at, oh my God, is the advanced student chamber portal. Servitors are running out. Aviv is running back out, yelling at Penelope to get back. Or Penny. Penny's kind of further back, still in the library. Like she had just finished talking to Aviv and was walking back the other direction. It turns and looks. Meanwhile.
What? I was like...
I'm just going to see, am I not with Inger? Because I said at the end of last episode, so I'm going to stay and talk to Inger.
Oh, did you not talk to her?
We never talked, but it was like, I figured I'd probably still be in like the student council room.
Okay, sure. Erase that. Bognak is not there. So, with that being said... Oh no, did he erase all my turn order? Oh, that's... Oh, there it is. Okay. Perfect. So we're going to do 2 separate turn orders. 2 separate. So let's go. So everyone's rolled except for B and Penny, and I guess I'll put Yumi in there in a second.
I was like, when we roll, but I see. I'm going last.
I got 10.
18.
18 for B. Where is she in this turn order? Did I not put her in there? Well, look at that. Just look at it.
I needed to save that 18.
18. Okay, cool.
You're right.
Let's bring you up into that first turn order. Oh, you go last in that turn order. That's funny. Not funny. It's terrible. I'm so sorry. B. Penny.
I got a 2. I rolled in that one.
2. Okay, cool. You stay it. Oh gosh, you guys are both the bottom of your turn orders. Okay, so what you see before you be is, I want you to imagine the Grand Central Station in New York. How it goes off into different tunnels that are like rounded at the top and very old stone. That's what this room's kind of feeling, but it's very bougie in gold and copper. And there are these rows of like these old dusty silver lockers. There's candles everywhere. There's statues at the wall. At the far end, you see a big old organ just in this big locker room. From where you are, you can't see any doors, but I'll go ahead and tell you on this map, the only door is right there. The ogre has just landed beside you. He looked down. He winked at you.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, B is gunning for Anabella and Jasmine at this point. Like, B is pissed. B is ready to entice her revenge against all of these people, and I just think it's really funny that like Anabella and Jasmine put her in there to like punish her, and now it's in turn like becoming their punishment because she's about to sick anything and everything that she can on those bitches.
Okay, it is this first servitor's turn. She is going to charge, hearing this, running around the commotion, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She comes around the corner in between a fairy and this ogre, and she looks, I mean, angry, very freaking angry. And she is going to take this club and try to whack the crap out of this ogre. And she's going to completely miss as he doesn't even move. She's just trying to get up at this ogre. This other servitor, I believe, is not in this fight. Is the other chick. 1 second, let me get my stuff together.
Very fucking angry. Oh, the thing.
I'm so glad I muted myself because I just laughed harder than I have.
All right, so this servitor is going to hear some noise kind of northern and run out of frame into this darkness up here. It is
the unknown.
this fairy just kind of freaking out, running around 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, just kind of hover this way, looking for something to beat the shit out of. And it is the ogre's turn. He is going to take a big old swing with his much larger club at this servitor and completely bash one of the antlers off the servitor across the room, doing a bunch of damage. It's now B's turn.
Did you say that did he knock the antler off of it?
Yeah, one of the antlers off of it. So it's like, I'll say 5 feet to the left.
Okay, so B is gonna move to that and pick up that antler and attempt to impale servitor with its own antler. And B just screams like, if you're not gonna help me get my revenge, then you're gonna fucking die too.
Okay, sweet.
Bigger words.
Roll your attack. We'll say bonus action picked it up.
16.
Oh, nasty hit as it digs right into her side. Roll your damage for just like a dagger.
Seven damage.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage. All right, cool. On the servitor.
Flex Seal can't fix that.
All right, this other fairy is going to just fly to this other side of you and try to attack you with just a bite with advantage because you are flanked. That doesn't need advantage. That is a 22. And she is going to do 3 points of piercing to you. And with that, the second turn order is starting. We're going to go to the 6th floor. And I'm going to be hopping back and forth. You can see yourself on this map. Yumi, what is your initiative?
10.
So you're going to go up for that. Yumi is going to go after the servitor. Don't know why they
Aviv, get your girlfriends.
fairies in there. Okay. Aviv. He is going to, after he's yelled back at you, Penny, he's going to turn on one of these and make quite a bit of attacks.
Ooh, yummy.
So first he's going to pull out this short sword and slash. It's going to hit, and then as quickly as he spins it out and just slash, it kind of magnetizes onto this metal part on his side, and then boom, take one punch upside the head and hit, and just stand there, and for a bonus action, go into a rage.
God, that beautiful man.
Oh, he's getting angry. It's kind of hot. Ooh.
And he's going to do
Toxic traits.
21 points of damage to that servitor.
Slap, 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 clap, clap, clap. Okay.
All right, Bolby.
This servitor that just saw everything that's going on right now is going to back up a little bit towards that table, a little shocked, and just close his eyes as his ears flicker, and you just hear as this like beam of light shoots out. Penny needs to roll a strength saving throw. Excuse me. Penny. Nope, I take it back. Just Aviv. I got my skills messed up. All right, Aviv's gonna have to roll a strength saving throw. It passes.
He's got an advantage too, because yes, rage.
Yes, rage.
Yes, he didn't even need it. So these vines of light are gonna come out of the stone and reach up to him, and reach up to his arms. He just pulls them together and snaps it off. Nothing happens. This other one over here is going to do the same thing towards him. It's a strength saving throw. Also is going to pass. The other servitor is going to do it, the blue one, even with it. And then this pink one is going to go.
Tell them to stop.
Actually, the pink one instead is going to pull out her club and attack. Actually, it definitely hits and does 3 points of damage to Aviv. And that means it's Penny's turn.
That was a lot. When he yelled at me to get ready, I'm gonna use my swarm defense as a free action, so my AC is now 16. But then Penny is gonna go into full fight mode. She seems that we're being attacked, and she reaches her hand out and she shoots an Eldritch Blast at this one and it's a 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits.
And I summon my swarm, and it goes right here with the dash action, and so it's gonna be right on top of this white-haired servitor. And so I open my mouth and and I send out a big old swarm of buggies.
Swarm.
Let me check that action economy. I may have lied.
Uh-oh. They're bugs, but
actually, what's gonna happen is instead of the Eldritch Blast, it's gonna be send the bugs out, and they're gonna make an attack.
Okay, no Eldritch Blast.
My action is yeah. But I will still use the dice I rolled, so to be instead of a 24 to be a 23 because it was a 19 anyways. So coming for them, 44 damage.
Erica, we have a first-time viewer, Quan Capelot, that just gave you eyes.
Hey, Quan. Boy.
The bugs are attacking.
8 points of damage. 8 points of piercing damage.
Ouch!
So they start biting into them.
To number 3. Cool. Alright, is that it?
And what am I standing next to? These are bookshelves?
Yes, bookshelves, tables with candle, and then there's a big statue guy right here. Yes, alright, so...
Just gonna step,
now
like,
you have
"Pow!"
full cover.
She's like, my bugs are out there. I got you.
Alright.
And he knows I'm out there because he sees bugs, swim up there next to him, and you're like...
Back on the other map, this same one is going to... Oh, they're trapped in between B and the ogre. So they are going to look at B because they're kind of down. Not prone, but just kind of stuck right in the side, bleeding. Is going to cast that same bolas. So you need to roll a strength saving throw, B.
20.
Oh, yeah. Vines come out, but she's not having it. And then the other one ran off, and then there's a fairy is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Start flying over and use its dash to get on this side to be part of it. The big ogre is just going to lift his foot up and kick that servitor. He will kick her, and she's just going to knock back. And she won't fall prone. She'll slide with her hooves 5 feet back. It will not give him or you attack of opportunity, but is going to do 5 damage to that servitor. It is your turn.
Okay. If I go into a rage, I can still attack the servitor, right?
Yeah, you can do. I think you can do rage as a bonus action.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do that then, so that can maybe help me out with that piercing damage. B is just gonna scream at the top of her lungs too. B is so pissed because she's having to deal with all of this before she can go and deal with Annabelle and Jessamine. He kind of wishes the Fae would help her out, but I don't think that B can communicate with Fae creatures because they're not technically animals, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so B just sees them as something to kill at this point. When I stab the servitor, did I stab her with her antler and then pull it back out, or is it still stuck in her?
You have it, and even if it is still in her and she slid, you're holding on to it in her stomach.
I'm gonna try to jam that in further and turn it a little bit. Cause she's pissed at this point. She sees red at this point.
All right, roll your attack, and story-wise, if it's successful, you're able to do it without her holding on and stopping you from doing it.
Ooh, that was a 3.
Yeah, she's able to hold on with her hands as she's looking at you. And it is the fairy's turn that's right in front of you. She's going to fly behind you, and she is going to do a bite again. But she misses. It is a Vive trap. Also, on the you start hearing in the other side of the room combat. So north of this map, you hear some
bang bang.
Yeah, some heavy fighting going on.
Buzz buzz. They're bugs.
Buzz buzz, bitch. A Vive trap kind of walking around this way while staring at the portal, is going to do something a little different this time. He is going to bring that short sword up, slice her across the chest while it magnetizes to his side, and he is going to swipe over and take a hit and then reach up and take another punch. All 3 actions are successful, and he's going to do 28 points of damage.
Ooh, Aviv? Okay, at least you can defend yourself. That's nice. I was worried he was all talk. I was a bard, so I was like, Lord.
This servitor above him, the shy one named Chloe, I guess, on the map, she is, he's going to have to roll a strength saving throw. He passes, nothing happened. This servitor right here is going to bring out her club and...
I think you're on the wrong map for at least me. I'm seeing...
Yeah, I'm not seeing our map either.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. That's okay. You're my
bad. All right, this servitor is going to swipe at the bugs. That is a 16, so I think that hits. I think they were, what, 15?
Yeah. No, it's like a 12.
12? Okay, I'll write that down for bugs.
It's 12.
And then for her club, it is a simple 3 points of bludgeoning damage. The other one, is their vision restrained?
And they're resistant to that. What?
The servitor that's under these bugs, or is their vision? Does it say anything about their vision?
No.
Okay.
No, they're just tiny. They're just really annoyed.
and they just
But it
get
doesn't
attack of opportunity if they move without out of melee range.
Yeah, because it's melee range. It's its space. So if they try to leave, it can attack it. So yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, she's going to.
So 1 point of damage.
She's going to slide out to this side, not out of melee range, just kind of like trying to get away from her face and try to bring her club up. And she's going to do 4 points of bludgeoning damage, so 2 because they are resistant.
Perfect.
This other servitor that's on Aviv has really taken a punch, and she's going to cast her bolus, and he's going to have to roll a strength saving throw, which is probably a bad idea. Again, he passes that too. He is not restrained. Yumi. Which, for some reason, I skipped last time.
I know, it's okay.
Oh, you're way down here in the cut, girl.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I
watching
know.
from the shadows.
He's measuring things.
I am measuring.
I was like, I didn't know where it was going.
Okay, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move like right here. And do I see this faith antler chick down here, I'm assuming?
On the walkway?
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Also, I just want to point out before we go any further that below, like, you can usually see over into the furnace area. That is all pitch black, and all the doors have been sealed off with their doors, and they're all locked. So that's what all these wooden panels are.
Okay.
So basically, you can't get off that floor unless you jump into the darkness.
And the end.
And I don't want to do that.
Right.
While this is happening, you just hear Bognak talking to Professor, and he's like, "Yeah, and I'd like to add that less locks on all the doors." And that's cool. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna cast Chill Touch on this like weird fake creature that I see because I hear fighting. I like see what's happening.
That
I'm
range?
like, 120 feet.
Yeah, it's
Oh my god, you're just in
That's a
it.
good cantrip.
I moved to the perfect spot.
Oh my gosh.
That's gonna be a 16 to hit.
Yeah, and a hit does.
Oh.
Beautiful.
For 5 damage.
Okay, cool. And that one was...
5 necrotic. And it can't regain hit points till my next turn.
Oh. It's ludicrous. Penny.
Yeah, so Penny walks out. She's gonna do this. I'm gonna do the walk
Peek
out.
out.
She's gonna walk out, shoot an Eldritch Blast at this one that he's fighting.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
It's 3 points of damage.
Ooh, blaster.
And then she needs to make a saving throw of some kind. It is I think it's Constitution. Let's see. A Constitution saving throw.
16.
Nothing happens. It's a little cold, and then nothing happens. And then my bugs attack this one right here again.
Okay.
And it's a 16 to hit.
Yep.
And then, I already rolled this. And then it is 7, 8, 10 points of piercing damage.
10 points on that one, which is number 3. Okay.
And they also see that they're not dumb bugs. They're very smart. They're soldiers. They note that the thing got hit by somebody, and is gonna move on. They're gonna move to this person. They can't do another attack, but they're gonna bite and then move over here to be on top of this girl.
On top of that girl. Okay, cool.
I'm like, someone's attacking this, and this is not my master.
All right, before we go back into the next room, you are going to hear over an intercom system, which you didn't know existed before. An intercom system on the 6th floor, not in the advanced student quarters. You're going to hear, doesn't it feel terrible to be all alone, fighting off creatures that you never knew you would see on this day? All of that could disappear if you join and be a Hallow Child. Ultimate protection. Yeah, that's all.
Listen, me, fuck you, Artheon.
You can't hear it.
when it's a rhyme.
Doesn't. All right, Servitor is going to pull up a club and bash the shit out of B's head for a total of 4 bludgeoning damage.
Is that already half?
That would half would be 2. Good call. The other one ran out of the room. It is the fairy who is going to fly up to bite the ogre. Oh, that's a D12. It's going to miss. It is the ogre's turn. He is going to turn around and try to grab onto the fairy. She's going to make a strength saving throw. Oh, she passed it. So he reaches for it because she's really tiny and he squeezes out of her hand and flies up into the air. B.
Okay. At this point, B is going to whip out her katana that she has still. She's going to leave that antler into...
Okay, so usually you choose the extra damage at the beginning of the day. We skip the beginning of the day, so what is the damage type?
It's going to be fire.
So it's going to add an extra d6 of fire, right? D6?
Yep, exactly. Yeah, D6.
So on top of the regular.
And B is going to, like, just jump and, like, stab. Like, go straight for, like, the top of the head into her.
All right, cool. Roll it.
12.
It's gonna try to stab into it, but she is going to, because you let go of the antler, she is going to pull the antler out just in time and block it away.
B, did you reckless that?
Do I have the opportunity to do reckless after or no?
What does reckless do again? That just means you have it. I think it means you have advantage on it.
Yeah, when you make your first attack, you can decide. No, I already did. Yeah. Okay.
All right,
the
one beside you wants to fuck you up now too, so she's gonna try to bite you. I don't have to do advantage or being flanked because it's already a bite, B. Like I sounded so excited about it, and it's 2 points of piercing, so 1 because you're raging.
Yeah.
Aviv Trath in the other room, kicking ass, taking names. You just hear him yell to the top of his lungs, yelling at the ceiling, "Fuck you, Artheon!" As he is just going to try to whip with that katana. Katana is going to miss. He's just going to try to... Does the first... Hold on, I gotta check on one thing of his. Make sure I'm doing his thing right. Okay, cool. And then he's going to take a punch on his extra attack and then use something else to give him another punch. So he's just basically going to punch twice after that. The first punch is going to miss. She dodges that. But the second one's going to land hard right in her face. It's going to do 11 points of some damage with some force in it as well. Chloe's going to make him roll a strength saving throw. He fails that, actually. So the vines come up from the ground and grab it and pull him down to his knees. He is now proned and restrained. So he has a chance for a saving throw. At the end of his next turn, I'll put a red dot for that. This other one's got the bugs all over.
Yeah.
She's going to swoop to the side and make her attack. She's going to miss. The other one that just got hit. Describe what that chill touch does.
So I just essentially summon like a skeletal hand onto that person to where it's like gripping onto them, staying attached wherever I please, I guess.
All right, so she's just going to look around, not knowing where it came from, and just run to attack Aviv, who is prone with her club.
No, Aviv.
And just beat him upside the head,
At least he's raging.
doing 4 points of bludgeoning, so 2 on Aviv. Not
I
a
love
ton.
I love our barbarians.
Not just a barbarian.
Yeah, he's doing fun things over there.
The
He's like
other
a
one is also
Monk artificer or something. That's cool.
the one has him flanked on the other side. They're just going to try to beat him with the club. That's good. She's going to do 4 points of bludgeoning, so 2, another 2 to him. So he's getting his butt kind of kicked. Yumi.
Yeah, so I'm way the fuck back here.
120. But you did see that one servitor move out of the way, so you can't see her, but you can see the other one because there's no walls. You have a straight sight to her.
Okay, dope. Let me do some measuring real quick. Alrighty. So I'm gonna move my 30 feet,
Dun, 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 dun.
and then I'm just gonna pop off another chill touch on the one that I can see. 15 to hit.
Yes, it is. Also want to point out, because you're running on this like grate, it makes a lot of noise. And because, oh, Penny didn't move back behind that bookshelf. Never mind. She wouldn't notice yet.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
For 3 damage.
On that one, that one, which is the second one. 3. Okay, Penny.
Penny looks at this one. That is the one that's been fighting Aviv.
Yep.
And she casts a spell. Disguise Blast. She's casting spells at level 2 now. And this chick needs to make an intelligence saving throw as Penny starts to send bugs to her, and she makes it look like a massive hornet is coming straight at her face to stab her.
Is separate bugs or the one that's on the right?
It's neither. It's a spell, but it looks like it's
gotcha.
an illusion of bugs.
She rolled an 11, so I imagine it's a fail.
Yeah, she takes 14 points of psychic damage.
Oh my god.
She imagines getting stabbed by
She
a
is
bunch of...
she is a fourth of her original health.
And then bugs are gonna attack this girl, but they rolled an 11. So I don't know if it's all hit.
No, they will not be attacking. Back in
They did put themselves back on top of her.
Can I say real quick at the bottom of the turn order, if we all heard the intercom, can Bognak be like, ask Professor Inger, like, where is that?
Oh no, they only heard it on the 6th floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, about these doors that keep locking people.
Yes, the doors.
Should we give everybody a portable ram or like?
All right, Tammy Sue's tired of your shit there, B. She's going to miss you in her attack. Abigail ran away. The fairy is going to attack the ogre and just bite onto the
My
back of
ogre
his
alone.
on his neck and does 4 points of piercing to him.
And she stole my move. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, they've got it. He doesn't even care. With her on his neck, taking her with him, he's going to walk forward to this servitor and try to beat her with the club. That is a nasty hit. And it is going to do 6
He
points.
gives him a little cheer, too, when he hits a nasty hit, just to kind of encourage him some.
Hell yeah. 6. Cool. It is your turn.
Okay, she's gonna go after her with the katana again.
Alright.
Same move. B is kind of a one-trick pony, so the same jump, trying to go for her in the head.
Cool.
That time it was a 15.
Yeah, that hit. You slice right down into her collarbone.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be 13 damage.
Ooh.
Did you add the 2 extra for your rage too?
Oh, nope. If I did, yep. That
Nice.
15 then. 15 damage.
Ben is your
He
coach for the
spits
son
on
of
her
this one.
too. Yeah, for real. And B spits
really
on her
focused
too
on the-
after that.
Ew.
To add insult to injury.
Well, the fairy behind you is not having it, so she's gonna try for another bite.
Bees never brushed her teeth, so I think her spit's acid damage, Scott.
Cavity damage, the dentist nightmare. She's gonna do 3 points of piercing, but rounded down is only 1. 1 to B. Back in the other room. Also, you hear on the other side of that room some like giggling as some blasts are going off. All right, Aviv is restrained. He gets to make a saving throw. Where is he? There he is. Oh, it was a nat 1. He is down right now.
Aviv!
The other one,
Was it a
seeing
strength
Penny...
saving throw?
Yeah.
Because he gets advantage because he's raging.
Oh,
I'm your coach, Aviv.
Jay's coaching. Aviv.
that one was a 10, which is not good enough.
Aviv, be better!
He's been doing great so far. This Servitor
he
is
was
going
doing
to go past him. Servitors have multiple legs, so they're just going to jump over Aviv.
Multiple legs.
1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just running straight at Penny and lean forward and do this light thing and cast the bola. So you need to roll a strength saving throw. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I've been doing this wrong. It's actually an attack, and then if it hits, it's damage, and then a strength saving throw. So everyone's gotten lucky. 11. It is a miss.
No. Get out of here. You keep your Ebola away from me.
Keep a bola. All right, this other one is so fucking tired of these bugs. She's going to try to attack these bugs with the club. That is a hit. It will do 3 points of damage. So 1. Right?
Yep.
All right, the other one is going to just keep beating up on Aviv, because fuck Aviv, and that is a hit.
How's Aviv looking?
He looks great. The only thing is he's got this circlet around his head that kind of lights up when he does his punches, and every time they hit him, it just kind of flickers, but he turns back like it's nothing. 6 points to Aviv, down to 3.
I think that's the most. Never mind. You know what? Knock on wood. Not saying anything.
And then on the other side, it's going to do another 2, so 1. And then it's Yumi's turn.
All right, I can like see in this area beside me too, correct? Or
Yes.
are these like okay?
That wall is only about like 2.5, 3 feet. Those are smaller bookshelves on that side of the wall. So anyone in the library can overlook and see into the furnace. Like this is a big open area. So you can see Penny. You can see there's a battle going on. However, there's a big statue right here that's blocking a lot of that view.
Can I see the
I'll see where you are now. You could
Hey,
see
creature.
this servitor. You could see everyone. You could see that one at half cover, and you can see this one perfectly, and you can see this one perfectly.
Okay, I'm just gonna move up a little bit, like 10 feet, get myself a little extra space, and I see this one like running towards Penny, and I'm like, not today, and I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb on her.
All right. Roll your death attack.
That will be a 18 to hit.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Let's see.
What element is it?
Oh,
Yeah. I wanna-
acid.
Ow!
I know that acid splash.
I love that. That's 12, 18, 21 damage.
Ooh, my God.
Coming in hot.
That's a lot of damage. Ouch.
I know those attacks.
Anything else?
No, I'll just stay put right here.
All right.
Keeping my
Penny.
distance.
Pan.
Yeah, I think Penny recognizes that attack and she's like, okay, I see what's happening here.
Yeah, you pretty much
and
know she's behind you. Are they behind you? Damn it!
Someone. The bugs bonus action bugs are gonna attack. They rolled a 21. I'm going to attack the servitor.
Which one? Which one?
Actually, full on chaotic because I plan to live this fight, and the bitch ain't got that much hit points. I'm going to action dash so I can get down here.
Oh,
To put
okay.
more distance between us. If she's coming at me, I'm like, all right, bitch, bring it. I got somebody helping me, so I'm like, I'm gonna keep your ass busy. You get shot. So I use my action to move there, and then my bugs did.
So movement, action, bonus action. Cool. And so what's the damage on the bugs to the servitor?
11 points of piercing damage.
Ow!
And they put themselves. They keep seeing that she's passing them, so they're gonna put themselves right here. So she's like, all right, well now you gotta go through me if you're trying to get to somebody. So I'm gonna get my attack of opportunity on your ass.
Perfect. Back in the other room. Bognak, are you having a good time?
Also, school nurse would be a really good idea. I'm just taking this time to really unload on Inger all the things. I was like, I didn't know we had to submit before the meeting. Is there a way?
The one time Bognak isn't with B. Like, I would just like to say that too. It's like literally the only time.
And B's
Well,
getting her
that's-
ass kicked over here.
To be fair, that was the brilliance in their plan to get me out of the room before they came in to
They
get
had
yeah.
another thing coming for them after I kill these fuckers. That's all I gotta
Oh my god.
All right, Tammy Sue, the servitor, is tired of this Tammy shit, and she's going to try to fucking whack you with this club.
Tammy.
Actually, no, I take it back. Well, she already did the attack, but I can do it with advantage, and I'm not going to roll the second one, so it doesn't count. So she is scared fucking to death because you've almost killed her, and she's going to run, giving both of you attack of opportunity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and she's going to use her action to just go this way. So
Also, for those watching at home, these names of the servitors are very on brand because the last time we interacted with them, hundreds of years ago, they had these basic white lady names, and we trolled Scott for it. So I love that they're back. I love it.
Dude, I literally just saw it on the stream.
There was like 11 of them, and I was like, "Why are there so many?" And there's like, "This one's Peggy Sue, Becky Ann," and I was like, "What's happening?"
She 86.
It's like my family reunion.
in my mind, the Feywild is just like date Virginia. I don't know why.
Of course it is.
Virginia, baby.
That's scary. Your Feywild's scary, girl.
For my attack of opportunity, can I throw my katana at her? Like, I just, as she's running away, like, in her back, I want to, like, throw it at her.
You can just stab it so you don't have to use an action to go pick it up. Or a bonus
Okay,
action at
yeah.
least.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to be a little dramatic with it, but that works too.
You know what? We'll see, depending on how good the roll is. Like, go ahead and roll the roll. Let me tell you what happens. If it's really bad, then yeah, you throw it. But if not, it stabs and bounces back.
It was a 15, so...
Okay, 15, yeah. Stab right in the back. Ah! As she's running. But you're able to, katanas are sleek, man. They go in and out real quick.
You just stab it into it, and then you run up and pull it out, and you like stab again.
It's 9 damage for that.
9 damage. Add your rage.
Yeah, with my rage added, it's 9.
9
I remembered
damage.
this time.
Oof. Ouchie, wouchie. All right, the other one had ran away. The fairy is still on his head, on the ogre's head, and he's going to try to keep biting. That's
So
another
can I
hit.
get an attack of opportunity too? Or
Oh,
was
he
it
did.
just-
He did. Good
Okay.
call. He missed, so it didn't matter. So, good call, though. Always a chance, and that is 4 points of piercing to Ogre Man.
Need him, come on.
I mean, he's taking some, but he's not taking a ton. Oh, he's pissed. He's going to turn right around. And he's going to try to beat it with a club. And he will do so. And he will do 5 points of bludgeoning damage to this Asholio.
He grunts in satisfaction at the ogre so that he knows that he's doing a good job.
Oh, he notices it, and he is going to use his movement to just put his big-ass hand, like, down beside you. Your turn.
I am going to get in his hand, obviously, because we're going to work something out here. So B just hops up on it. B is fully trusting of him at this point.
When you do, his hand comes back up and just places you on his shoulder.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
Megazord.
Pacific Rim begins playing in the distance.
I went, because of my roll, I went back and got my katana, right?
Yeah, it didn't leave you. You, like, suck it in and pull it out while she was running.
Bet. Okay, I'm going to,
So now
No,
you're
Willem?
on his shoulder.
I've seen this in League.
Can I roll to see who's like looking worse out of the two?
Out of the
guys
two
that are near him,
your
yeah.
fairies, the one that has
yeah.
been biting him definitely looks worse.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go for that one then, with my katana.
All right, I'm just gonna say, for all intents and purposes, that this ogre, because he's large, anyone who's 5 feet within him is 5 feet within you.
Okay.
So your reach has like gotten a little bit bigger on the side that you're not on, technically.
Okay, but yeah, so I'm going to, because like he jumped on my shoulder, and now I'm gonna do the same move again and kind of like either stab or throw the katana into the fairy.
Okay, and now because also you're on the ogre, he's using his body to move with you to help you. So add a +3 to every attack done while on the ogre.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh.
It's a 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
How much damage?
And then 17 damage.
How much?
Is that
17.
with the +2 again?
Yep.
All right, describe how you kill it.
Yeah.
I'm going straight for the neck. So like Bee's aim was so precise that she aims for the fairy's neck, and it slices straight through, head just falls off and hits the ground.
Oh god, the whole body falls to the ground as you hear little jingle bells.
She can read a person, not a book.
And Bee says, "That's what you get for stealing my biting move. That's me. I originated that. Thank you."
The other fairy is appalled and is going to fly up and try to bite you.
It's a ball.
Definitely gonna bite into you and do 3 points of piercing, so 1 because of your resistance.
Everyone just resistant to things, and everyone's like, Scott's like, yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
want to steal my move too. You just saw how that worked out for your buddy. So you want to try to steal my biting move too? Okay.
You want to talk about mother?
All right, on the
Oh, I watched that. the other day.
You proceed like this.
So good. So good.
all right, on the other
Sorry.
side, on the 6th floor, Aviv is going to bust out, use half his movement to
Yes,
stand
Aviv.
stand up. He's going to short sword at this pink servitor beside him while taking a backwards elbow to the face of this other one, and both of them are going to hit. So it's going to be 10 points to Sophia. And that is going to, it is going to kill her as he slices across her face, cutting her eyes open.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And,
That was a lot, Scott.
sorry.
Not for Sophia Ann.
It was probably the most casual I could have said it to it. Just cut her eyes open.
Just
And
Dragontooth, run to you.
you see the circle on his head light up as he takes this extra punch at the servitor. It's going to hit it, and they have to make a saving throw or go
Nice.
back
Distant.
10 feet, which is going to hit the other servitor, which is going to have to make them roll a saving throw.
Oh my god.
They rolled a nat 20, so they were able to slide out of the way, but it does give the bugs an attack of opportunity, as that one servitor that got knocked around is going to take some damage.
18.
Yep.
Oh.
And 13 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, that's not good.
Combo attack through the bugs. Ow.
Combo.
Aviv, we're hot together. See, I can be your media mistress. Where can I fight? Just don't die.
That other one is going, that was running towards you, is going to, uh-oh.
Maybe she might realize that she should go the other way.
I'm trying to get my map right. All right, it's going to continue running after you, but instead, see this thing running up here on the grates.
Oh,
and
shit.
gonna roll the bolus attack with a oh, it misses.
It misses.
It misses. Okay,
You
this
ain't ready for this double trouble, girl.
other one
You
is
could
tired of it. She's gonna run to the other side and try to beat these bugs. Y'all done got these people so focused on these bugs.
I
Listen,
love it.
You can hear the joy leave Scott's voice as he's like, and she rolls, and she missed.
He said, "I'm gonna hit you."
4 points of damage, so it's bludgeoning, so 2 to the bugs.
Thank you. Thank you too.
Peggy Ann is gonna go on the bugs as well. And it is going to do 5 points, so 2 points of bludgeoning as well. All right, the other one is dead. Get off my board, and it is your turn.
So
The
aggressive.
other one is dead.
I like to move these battles along.
Yeah, so I don't like that bitch just came for me. So for my bonus action, I'm gonna convert sorcery points, get that spell slot back, and then pop off another second level chromatic orb again at her.
Oh my god!
And that will be a 15 to hit.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah. I love multiple dice. 20 points of damage.
Describe
Acid
how you
damage.
kill them.
In like Yumi's head, they're like, you couldn't have killed Penelope Flora. I'm supposed to kill Penelope Flora. I mean, I don't know that I'm gonna do that, but I'm like, that's mine. So I'm just like,
That honestly is the happiest.
double chromatic orb.
I'm the most happy I'm not in that room for that reason, meta-wise. Because if it's between me and Penny, it's gonna be me. But
Oh!
I don't pick favorites, Ben. It's okay.
Gonna
you
be
never talked in
May.
my head once, Yumi.
All right, Penny.
You're right.
Ruining Bognak's life.
Speaking of Penny, she appears in this hallway. No, she wouldn't be that far. I can't. And she's trying to get a shot off on the girl over here.
Which one?
Oh, wait, that's the right thing. I feel like she's easier to see because this is a half orb, right? So I can see them both, right?
Yeah, you can see them both from where you
Oh.
are. Yep.
Oh, wait, bitch! I ain't have to move. I forgot I could just see them.
Yeah.
I forgot he could just see me across his wall. I was like, surprise, it's me, and I was like, that's not dramatic. It's a half wall. We're not going the same. Penny's not moving that far at all because she could just see that far. I'm dumb. Sorry. Okay, so she rolled. Does a 14 hit? Asking for a friend.
It does. Tell your friend it's a success.
Yeah, bitch. And then my bugs are also gonna attack again, and they rolled another 18.
Okay.
I do 6. Wait a minute. Ooh, the line's under it. It's a 9. That's 9 points of damage.
Okay.
To who do I hate more? This one. Let's hate this one.
Okay.
And my bugs are gonna go attack this one, and that's gonna be 7, 8, 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then they will move to here to put themselves, because they're doing this whole.
Where are they moving?
Oh, right in front of this one.
Boom.
So they're like, all right.
That
So
will
they're
give this one up top, Peggy Ann, an attack of opportunity.
I hope Aviv sees that.
That will
attack
be a
opportunity.
hit. That will be 4 points of bludgeoning, so 2 to the bugs.
Thank you too.
Aviv does see this. He unhappy. Into the other room once again. Into the unknown.
Unhappy. Thank you. See, it caught on.
Yes. She's out of the room. She's out of the room. It is the fairy that is dead, so that doesn't make sense. The ogre is going to attack this other fairy and bash her brains in on the floor, squish her like the bug she is with a jingle bell.
Dead.
Dead. And then he gonna run with B towards that damn giggling he been hearing. He tired of this giggling. Let's see.
Shit bunny.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Just bash over this, torch that's near the organ. His head's really tall towards the ceiling. B can almost touch the ceiling. And it is B's turn.
I feel like B definitely tries to touch the ceiling just in her character because she's never been like this high up ever in her life. So she's just like a little kid. She's like, wee, like trying to touch the ceiling and stuff.
Yes.
But do I have sights on girl
Okay.
that ran away?
Yes. So as you
I
turn
can't
this,
see on the map.
yeah, as you turn this corner, let me show you all the wonderful things that you see. Don't think you're ready for this.
So that sounds really suspicious.
You see
I
a
know.
bunch of
Is she ready for this jelly stuff?
you see a bunch of cheerleaders in the middle of a fight, and holy shit, it's Jessamine Tunnelly, it's Anabella
Great
Lillinith,
coincidence.
and Isalela Fellman. As you see that, you hear Isalela yell, "Fuck this!" and run out of the room. Put her where she's gonna go. Okay, cool. So it's just a fairy, and a servitor. So let me take this one out.
Fuck the rest of them. B could care less.
And every time that servitor is going to go, those 2 fairies are going to go. So it's your turn if you want to do something.
B is gonna kind of grunt to the ogre and like. Obviously, she can't like have an actual conversation to him, but like I feel like he would understand. Like she's grunting, she's like ooh 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 ooh, like to the ogre, and it's like the 2 over there, like not the fey creatures. You see those 2? We're fucking killing them right now.
All right, roll a performance check.
God.
Let's see how the grunts work.
15.
That's a good performance.
You just see him snarl and nod.
Oh yeah.
Okay, back
Give
to
him a
the.
little pat on the back too. A little pat on the back for some.
I'm loving this. Whatever this is, I'm loving it. However, Aviv is not loving what he is seeing, and motherfucker, he is pissed. He is going to run over to the servitor, take his sword, slash and stab her in the side, and take 2 punches on the one beside him, and then grab the sword that he just put in the other girl. So, stab, leave it there, punch, punch, grab it back. What a G. The sword already hit. The first punch hits. The second punch is going to miss. For that first chick, it's going to do 11 points of piercing. For the other chick, it's going to be 8 points. And then it is her turn. She's not seeing the bugs. She's trying to get away. It's going to give him and the bugs attack of opportunity as she books it. 5, 10, 15, 20, and jump over this wall. 25, 30. Because she's got really good hopping. So attack of opportunity for Aviv, but I'll let the bugs go first because that's a player. Aviv misses anyways. Oh, actually, technically those bugs would be an ally, so she was flanked at the time. And that is a hit.
Technicalities, I love them.
All right. What did the bugs get on their attack of opportunity?
You muted, sis.
Oh, I was like, see,
Boom, sorry. I was yelling at my parents. It's a 15 to hit and
Yep.
4, 8, 12 points of damage.
12. Oh my gosh.
They're about to get a reduced damage, but she ran away, so it's good.
Gosh. All right. So the other one is going to use the bolus and try to attack Aviv. That is a nat 20, so it's going to be double damage die. Let me check out
No.
the servitor.
Still have.
No.
So.
And it was the bolus, so it'll be 2 of those.
I don't even know her.
Bolus, I don't even know.
I don't even know.
It's not that much. Okay, so it's 7, so it's reduced, so it's 3 to Aviv. And he needs to roll a strength saving throw. Any advantages? No, he is pulled down to the ground.
He's raging.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
I'm looking around like it. Oh, and that saved him. He is not on the ground again. It is Yumi.
Where were you looking? Anyway,
Jesus.
Please.
in your build.
Yeah, so let's see how far I am. Okay, so I'm 40 feet, which means I can cast that spell. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna be like typical here and cast Chromatic Orb on this bitch too, right to her neck, her friend's like acidified body.
Right at this body.
Yeah. I'm like, ooh, we about to get 2? No, I don't get 2. That's a crit fail.
Incorrect. Any running?
Incorrect.
Any words of wisdom?
Yeah, bonus action, I'll just jump into Penny's head, be like, hey bitch, I'm here. You see me kill that thing.
Penny's turn.
I know you're here, and then she runs to here, and her action is to dodge. So she like kind of throws her hands down, and these bugs start swarming around her. And then her bugs attack. Old girl with this one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 24 19 plus 3.
22. Holy moly!
22. I was like,
Bugs are
and then
stronger than my
12.
NPCs.
listen, you're trying to do bro. And they do 12 points of damage again.
Ouch!
I got to use D4s out here.
Ouch! Oh, this is gonna be good.
And then that's it. Oh, no, then they will move to this side so they can give our friend advantage. Bring your tactical bugs.
Very nice. Just swarm
Tell your
around.
soul to a warlock patron who is bees.
Back in the other room.
And for my next order of business,
Yeah, go ahead.
We-
It's so fucking funny.
do we have a school dance? And if so,
Honestly,
A slithering, to be exact.
a slithering,
God.
that sounds fantastic. I think everyone should have a date to the dance. So we should have like a buddy sign up or a raffle for the lonely kids.
I've been meaning to tell you, Bognak.
Fucking will.
To increase your options of success in this world, you must reproduce.
Okay, back in this other fight that's
Oh my
going-
god.
Is this appropriate? Let's add a school counselor as well as that nurse. Why don't we do that? Because I need that now.
I don't know about appropriate, if there's really anything that's appropriate. Okay,
It's gonna hit on me. I don't know what's happening to these professors, but there's a line.
17, and she got a 9. All right, so back in this room, people are like, what is this turn order? So it'll be the servitor and then the 2 fairies. So the servitor has been taking a beating. She is going to run up to Anabella. Actually, no, she's not going to run. She's just going to cast from where she is, 30 feet. That's fine. Bonus! She's going to try to hit with the bonus. And that is
that word. It's like, oh, yeah.
definitely going to hit, so she's going to have to roll a strength saving throw. She passes. She is not restrained, but she's going to take 6 points of damage for Anabella. And okay, cool. And then it's the 2 fairies. This fairy that is here just saw those other fairies get taken down with like some magic and swarm over here and try to bite at B. And it is going to hit and do 3, so 1 point because it's reduced. The other fairy is going to fly over in this direction, and she is going to cast Mana. Actually, is she? She's got to recharge. Yes, she is going to cast Mana Flare. So those 2 are spellcasters, so they are going to have to roll. Oh, it's not a hit; it's a con save. So Annabella's going to do it. Oh, she saves. And Jessamine. Oh, they're powerful magic casters. Ogre. Oh, that's me. Ogre is going to run with B. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Knocking this creature against the locker, but giving the fairy attack of opportunity on the ogre. And it's going to be a miss. B's turn.
Did the ogre dash? No.
No, he just ran his regular speed. And just like fucking scream at Anabella and Jessamine, who were like, oh shit.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, B.
B is gonna remain on the ogre's shoulder, and she's gonna go for Anabella first, and she's going to throw her katana at Anabella.
All right,
Go
so
straight for her
you
neck.
have disadvantage because it's not a thrown weapon,
It's fine.
and we'll see what happens.
12.
And misses. Your katana goes flying on the sword or on the floor, right there. That red line. Anything else?
I can't jump down now, I guess. So.
Yeah, you haven't used any movement.
Okay, well, I'm gonna since I missed, I'm gonna use my movement to jump down now and go over here and pick it back up.
Use a bonus action. Okay. Cool. Throws it, jumps, runs, grabs that thing. Okay, cool. Oh, this is not gonna be good.
I have concerns.
I have concerns too, but we shall learn.
And people make it out.
Mostly about the school dance. So
Do the twist.
Need to make sure I get this right.
Uh-oh.
Talk amongst yourself for a second.
Oh yes. Oh, so the school dance.
The school dance.
Yeah, I think we should have a buddy system in place, just like, in case there's nobody you really know, you're curious about courting. It's just kind of like, yeah, but you should have a date because nobody should have to go alone. To the
Okay,
dance.
so
Or we all go alone because that's the villainy. Everyone's awkwardly by themselves. No dates allowed.
Everyone is Aragorn in the corner. It's just a bunch of corner tables, and everybody has their own sitting there with a cloak on.
All right, so
Misfits
B,
dance.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, tight stomach. Think about the
Ooh,
poops.
that's a 23.
Oh,
Oh, baby.
all right. Okay,
The poops trained her.
nothing happens.
That's
Is that
B's
worse
first
for, like-
successful Constitution saving throw.
I'm proud of you.
+5, baby.
With the
nice.
+5, it's the
All
first
right,
one.
that was her, and it is now Jessamine's turn. Mother of bananas.
I love bananas.
She does too. She really does too.
Good for you.
Jessamine is going to fly off the ground up above here and just kind of hover up in the air as she seems like she is summoning something, but that is her turn. And it is Aviv.
I hope it takes 10 rounds.
Takes
You
10
better be
rounds.
fast.
All right. Aviv here is going to grab this servitor by the neck on the side with both hands and shove her over the railing. And she failed her dex saving throw. She is going to fall to the other side dead. She fell up, and so she just fell into the darkness. So, and it is the other one's turn because the other one can't go, and she is going to cast, I guess, bolas. It's so
With
weird to say.
disadvantage.
On you.
If she's attacking, yeah, I think she's attacking me.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
All right.
Because I was a hoe.
18 at disadvantage with the plus that she has. So strength saving throw. She's going to do 5 points. It is magical slashing damage.
That's a 3. I have a -1 to strength.
You are restrained on the ground with vines.
Yeah, and my bugs also missed, so that's my turn. Yeah, can I tell the vines to get off me?
And then she is going to use... She's going to jump over this wall without reduced jumping speed because of her character. And 20... yeah, just kind of run to this side and kind of duck down. Kind of getting half covered that wall from Penny as she looks at Yumi. Yumi's turn.
Yeah, so I see this happening, and I'm like, why are you getting closer to me, bitch? I don't like that. I'm gonna cast... Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Fuck my sorcery points.
Uh-oh!
I'm gonna expel some sorcery points here, and I'm going to mind sliver this bitch in front of me.
Ooh.
Go ahead and do that. That's an intelligence save.
Ooh, that's a 7.
You don't make it. So that's gonna be 1d6. 4 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then as my action, I am going to...
Oh, it's a bonus action?
Yeah, I quickened bonus actioned it.
Sweet.
And then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers now. And since Mind Sliver hit with that spell, you have to take 1d4 from your next saving throw. So on this saving throw you're making for Dissonant Whispers, you have to subtract 1d4.
Okay, so she's going to subtract 2.
Okay.
So what's the saving throw for this spell, for Dissonant?
For Dissonant Whispers is a Wisdom.
She rolled a 2. I didn't have to add anything, but no matter what she's going to add, it's not going to be good enough. So, yeah, it hits.
Awesome. For 12 psychic damage.
Oh, my God. She is badly beaten in it. Any movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna back up a little bit. Allow me to do some real quick. Just like right here.
Penny, you can use your action to try to get out. Strength saving throw.
You got this, girl.
You rolled a 0. Rolled a nat 1 minus 1, so a 0. Yeah,
And because...
Oh wait, actually, I guess it would be, but it doesn't matter. It's still a nat 1.
Because you failed your saving throw after that, you take 2 points of slashing. And it is magical.
Spicy.
Which is funny, because... anyways. All right.
And my bugs get on her face.
What's the movement of your bugs?
It's gonna be for them. It's 20, so it's gonna be a dash for them.
Okay, cool.
And so they will have to use their reaction to attack when she leaves. Yeah, they just literally just listen to her face.
Sweet. All right, back in the other room. Oh, Inger and Bognak.
Another rule I've been thinking about. I think all beds, we gotta make the beds, right? Like, there's some I've seen are really messy. My roommate is kind of personally covered in shit. I'd love to fix that. Maybe make all beds by 9 a.m. or something, like before you leave for breakfast. Just, get the rooms a good look.
What is the school?
Bognak, I really must go deliver these changes.
Oh, wait, hold on. Also, wait, hold on.
Yes.
Anybody that vandalizes a bathroom, no more toilet privilege. We take away toilet privilege.
You are truly evil, Bognak.
We get the buckets. That's probably my most evil recommendation. We can walk and talk. I'm just gonna follow her down the hallway. Just like,
all right. You're gonna notice at death's door that the doors are locked shut, getting down to the 6th floor. Huh?
Again, this is what I was talking about the door thing, or the first thing I brought up.
I'm starting to see what you're talking about.
I pull out my portable ram. Okay, so we'll see what's going on over here.
All right, back in the other room in the locker, this fake creature is going to cast Bolus on the ogre. That hits, and he's going to have to roll a strength saving throw. Yeah, it works for large, too. He has advantage. It doesn't matter. He is pruned.
Damn!
A fairy? Come on now.
No, it's the servitor.
Yeah.
Oh, the servitor.
It's basically the one that's... It's that one.
I thought it was by the fairy. I was like, damn.
And he's going to take some damage. Oh, that's the wrong person. B, do you like this ogre? He's going to use his turn, strength saving throw. Oh, he busts out of it. He will take 2 points of damage. Oh, no, because he succeeded. He doesn't take damage. But he is no longer restrained, so that didn't last very long. And it is your turn. Nope. But that basically was his turn.
Now that I have my katana up again, I'm going to go ahead and try to attack Anabella.
Okay.
For her neck. Normal bee style. 13.
What was it?
13.
That's a miss.
Oh,
damn.
Come on.
Use your reckless attack, Erica. Unleash your anger.
I don't want them to have advantage on me, though, low-key, because I feel like they're going to fuck me up.
That's fair. That's smart.
That is true. It's one of those days. So...
Just one of those days.
Constitution saving throw. Let's try this again. She's feeling it can work this time.
13.
That's what I'm talking about. Alright, you're going to take 7 points of cold damage, and you have disadvantage on your next weapon attack roll before the end of your next turn.
So, is that 7 halved? Or...
No, because that's cold.
Okay.
She's toned with a bear, so all damage except for psychic is halved. So, it is still...
Oh, because of your class? Or feature?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, good call.
That's what I'm here for.
Is it 4 or 3?
It would be 3 because
Okay.
this is just specifically this path of the barbarian. Usually
Right,
it wouldn't be.
That's why you go bear.
That's
Literally
good.
resistance to everything. Yep.
All right, Jessamine is going to shoot this huge fireball. He's kind of half cover. She's fucking scared. She's not scared of you. So... shit, it misses. It blasts this huge column right here when it misses. Aviv Trath in the other room. We'll do a couple more rounds and then we'll go to a bathroom break. Aviv Trath. Oh, he's really freaking tired of this chick. Actually, he's going to say, there's 2 of you. You can hold him off. He'll be right back. Don't die. And he's going to rush into the advanced student chamber portal.
Of course he does.
Servitor is going to, oh crap, I guess run out of the bugs, giving the bugs attack of opportunity.
I love those bugs.
10, 15,
12? Does it not hit, does it?
No. 12? Nope. She's going to jump over the wall over here to you and attack with her club at advantage because you're prone. I don't need the advantage. That is going to be 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And that is Yumi's turn. What will Yumi do?
I'm like, I have the perfect opportunity right now if I really wanted to like try and stir the pot with some shit. So Yumi's a little conflicted, but for the moment, I'm not gonna attack Penny. I'm gonna go after the whatever that word is that I can't say. Chick.
Servitor?
Yeah, Servitor. I'm gonna attack her.
All right, cool.
And I'm gonna use bust out another chromatic orb,
Okay.
and that'll be a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
And that'll be D8. And 14. 17 acid damage.
You save Penny. It kills the servitor. The restraining ends. Oh, she's not dead. That was a mistake.
I know. I was like, why'd you do it to her?
She's still prone because she hasn't had time to get up. But the vines are gone, and it is, unless you have movement, it will be her turn.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm gonna stay put.
Penny will move to her, her bugs. All the wrong clickers. Boom. Bonus action. She will reabsorb the bugs, and they will heal themselves, and she will take that back. Well, I'm happy you showed up. And then.
Yeah,
she's
your
gonna
combat's over, so you guys can act normally.
Yeah. She's
Yeah,
gonna move up.
so
She assumes
I
you
kind
have
of got
advantage.
dimension door in like here, and I'm saying this like mentally. I'm not saying this out loud because I know
Penny's, like,
everything
walking down
listens
the
to
hall, like,
everything
getting
here.
at the floor. Yeah, so she's got you in her head.
Yeah, and I'm just like staying put, just like having conversation. Like Artheon like sent me down here to kill you or Bognak, and I think I'm just gonna try and come up with some lie to tell him as to why that can't happen, so we can plot and plan something. Because I think if we come at this from the right angle, he's thinking of making me like his top dog side piece. If I can successfully, take off this murder, so I'm hoping that'll stand within maybe the next option I'll have to take. But he's wanting me to kill you or Bognak in order to prove myself.
Well, that seems like you put yourself in a predicament. I'm not sure how to go about that unless you plan to kill myself at Bognak.
Well, see, I don't really want to do that. I feel like we can use this situation to our advantage if someone were to fake their own death.
Who has the means to fake their own death? I'm simply too important and no one cares about Bognak, so you picked the two awkward people.
I mean, you got a point there.
So, and she's like having this conversation, but she's like has an action ready. She's looking at this door, waiting for another like fade thing to come out. And she's like waiting for Aviv to come out. She's like, what's gonna happen? We're out of combat, but she's still in fight mode. And But yeah, she's like, so what do you have a solution of some sort? How to go about?
Not really yet.
Oh, okay, well, when are you supposed to have this done?
By the time the door opens at the end of this fight.
Oh, well, you've
They're
seen
essentially
Crash! The door comes crashing open as Bognak charges down the stairs with Inger in tow.
I was about to say, hey, you just hear, yeah, this is what I'm saying about these doors. Just slam it open.
Wow.
They bust
Oh.
through.
Oh, hey guys. Is there another? Oh shit. He looks around at all the dead bodies.
We've been having
Inger-
fun, Bognak.
Was there a failed murder? Is someone trying to kill you guys? What the hell's going on?
Well, there's definitely something afoot. Is Inger with?
Yeah, she's with him.
Yeah, Inger's right there.
Yeah.
Can you get us into the student quarters? I think it's still continuing in there.
I cannot get you into the student quarters now. There's not enough time, but I must go and figure out what is going on. Excuse me, students.
No, wait, Professor, don't go in there.
Bognak, I appreciate your caring. Ugh. I take it back. I don't appreciate it. Grow up. I'm going to save the day.
Oh, it's not caring for you. It's what if there's a murder happening in there? I don't want you to walk in on an attempted murder. Give him a chance. That's what summon all these monsters. Give him a chance.
If someone
Give him a
murders
chance.
me, I'll buy you a drink and Gibbles. I know it
No,
doesn't
I'm
make
not gonna
sense.
murder
It'll
you,
never
but-
happen.
Oh, okay. Okay, Professor. I did my best. Yeah, I'm gonna harvest. I'm gonna harvest these bodies on my own, and I just pull out a hammer and start trying to tear one apart. I'm doing
Oh,
a good job.
We got a main player advantage from Neutron.
Okay, thanks, Harrison. All right, so we'll give a main player advantage. I'm gonna give it to B on her next attack.
I was gonna say B.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got disadvantage on her next one anyway, so it'll just neutralize it. It'll make it regular.
Oh, yeah.
Bognak is gonna go loot these Fey bodies, I guess.
Appreciate you, Harrison.
All right, speaking of, let's go back one last time before the bathroom break and see how this last round before the bathroom break plays out. It will be that Servitor creature and the two fairies. Servitor is going to try to smack the ogre successfully, beating the crap out of this ogre. He's going to take some damage. And then it'll be the two fairies. First one is going to cast mana. Are they? Nope, they can't. Didn't recharge. So they're going to fly up and bite Annabelle right on the neck. It's going to do damage as
Oh,
she
yeah.
screams.
Fucking bitch.
And the other one is going to cast... she's going to fly over here and cast Mana Flare. So... Yeah, Annabella... Oh, actually, I gotta see if it recharges. Oh, yeah, it's fine. So Annabella... fails. Jessamine fails. They both fail, so... La 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 la. Ooh, that's not gonna be good. They're both gonna take 7 points of magical fire damage because they are spellcasters. And then it is the ogre's turn, who's just going to break away from that servitor, giving her attack of opportunity as he's going to run up and try to beat the shit out of Anabella Lillinith.
Oh, yeah.
Servitor, actually, he's not leaving melee range. He's still within melee range. But he is going to try to restrain Annabella. And he is going to reach past the fairy, grab her around the shoulder so her arms are tight, and hold her still. It is your turn. You have the main player advantage, so that disadvantage is normal, but because he's got her restrained, now I'm going to give you advantage, so you've went 2
Hell
levels
yeah.
up.
Love it.
Katana in hand.
That was a 16 this time.
Oh, yeah, roll
to
the
attack
damage.
Annabella. Hell yeah. Okay.
Kill that bitch. Kill that bitch.
It's 12 damage.
All right, it is her turn. She's going to try to break out of this. That's a nat 20. She's going to break out of it and push away, giving both of you attacks of opportunity. Actually, all three, including the fairy, kind of run towards this door and start making this mist rise. Actually, no, she can't do that yet because she had to use her turn to do that. Actually, I don't even think you can use movement. I think that's the end of your turn. Whatever. It's cinematic. B, attack of opportunity. I'll roll the ogres.
Okay, I bet.
He hits. He does
Roll
4 points.
Is she
So
still flying?
19.
19, yeah.
Was she flanked?
Yeah, but she rolled a 19, so.
Oh, she could crit.
Sure, yeah. You have advantage
Let her,
because she's flanked.
let her dream, Scrot. Let her dream.
That was 16 damage this time.
Oh my god!
Mommy.
Bitch, I'm coming for blood.
Oh my gosh. Okay, woohoo. Oh, and the fairy. Fairy's gonna try to bite her. Fairy is going to miss. It is Jessamine's turn.
Ogre missed too?
No, he hit. I just did the damage. What is the distance? 20 feet. She's going to do a fireball. It's going to blast him right in the face. Holy macaroni. Ooh, not good for him. Screams in pain as it lights up the whole room a vibrant color. We're going to take a quick 10-minute bathroom break, and we'll be right back for the second part of this fight. Sound good? All right. See everybody soon. Hello, everybody. We're back. We went to the bathroom, and now we're not in the bathroom. And let's get back in this fight. I'm so excited. Okay. All right. It is Aviv. Oh, we're not in the fight yet. Never mind. I take it back. We're back at the other part. Everyone's talking. Inger just rushed in. You three are there. Things to say to each other?
Wait, who's what?
You three. It's not.
Yeah,
I'm not on the
where
map.
we
I'm on
at?
the battle map. So it's.
Oh, it's our map.
Yeah, you guys are on the third floor. The only door that's open is the one you just came in, or he just came in.
Yeah, I'm kind of near that portal. We're on the third floor now.
Mm-mm.
No, so
You're on
we're
the
at.
sixth
Okay,
floor.
okay, sorry. I'm gonna go examine the body, the servitor body, because I don't know where these things came from, so I'm trying to figure that out. That's near the portal, the advanced quarters door that I was standing next to.
You roll an
Bognak-
investigation check.
Bognak's going to join Penny because he wants to take them apart as part of what he's been working on with Inger and get them bones. He wants them bones.
Okay.
So
Uh,
it's not great.
Investigation.
you roll a sleight of hand check to see how nice your cuts are.
11.
Come on, Bognak. Come on, Boggy.
I think I get a D4 from.
Oh, a
my
nat 20.
student dice.
A nat 20. Oh, yes. Well, on an investigation.
No, that's my
Yeah.
sleight of hand.
No,
I think I have
for him.
investigation and persuasion.
So this is your student dice. I think this is the first time someone's used a student dice.
I used it
I
for
like-
athletics a few sessions ago.
I lied to you. The wrong I word. Dyslexic. It's insight and
Ah,
persuasion.
that's what I thought. I thought it was insight. Okay, cool. But you got an
I
11.
took the wrong classes.
All you can really tell is that you know the Fae. The Fae is in the Quiet Highlands, or like the mean people call it, Born Freon in Silvernell when they merged. But they've poured into Colbrador some, so you're aware of this type. But this one,
Right, but they're
usually
not students. They're not students and they're not holograms.
They're
is
not
what I'm putting
students. They're
together,
not holograms. They're real bodies. They're super pissed and they seem very young.
Awesome. What do they have on them that's not part of that I can
Just a
take?
club.
I'm like, oh, great. I want that. Are they wearing clothes of any sort? I want clothes. She's like, oh, these are things. that
Yeah,
aren't
there's
super
like a
allowed inside the school.
silvery choker with like a couple dangly black, they're not pearls, but they're about the size of a pearl. And then they have an array of colorful outfits that are very different than anything you could buy in the store.
Oh yeah, grabbing as many not bloodstained one, because he's gonna start eating these bodies or whatever. So I'm gonna oh, you have genitals. Bognak, keep the genitals from my plant.
Oh, what? I've already mangled them. Oh,
What did you
God.
roll? You rolled
I
a
don't
nat
need them.
20, didn't you?
Nat 20.
I don't need them
No.
in good condition. I just need them.
He's got perfect genitals for you. Are you giving the genitals to Penny?
I mean, I wasn't even focusing on this area. It's just, yeah, I've learned it's
Focus on
crucial
it now.
to rip the seam off. It's
We're
like
just that good.
it's like when you tear apart a
Seam
chicken
off.
wing, and it's like you're supposed to twist it and like pinch it down like an umbrella. It's just part of the process. So he just does that, rip the genitals off, and, like, as well as the skeleton just comes out clean. He's like, beautiful.
All right, Penny, I believe you can add 3 genitals to your inventory. I hate that I have made this a thing.
How many
I don't
bones
know.
do I get?
You get a lot of. I mean, this is going to take. How much time are you spending? We'll say for the sake of
What do
what's
I have?
going on.
I just got time. I'm just waiting until something comes out of there since we can't get in. So I'm
Yeah.
really
Right.
just, like,
For
gotta
now,
come
and we'll jump back. You got 4 bones.
Yeah, I don't even know what's
Oh,
going
my
on. I just needed
Yeah.
bones.
Yeah.
All right, get
also,
4 bones.
I guess neither do we, because
Yes.
we only fight.
Back
yeah,
to the,
we have no idea.
back to the fight. All right. Bubba-dubba-dee. I can get rid of all of this. Doogie. Okay. It is the servitor. The servitor is going to rush to the other side of him, trying to get a better view, and is going to try to beat him with the club. That is going to hit. Beating the crap out of him. Oh, he's still pretty strong. He's doing pretty good. It is his turn. He is going to try to beat that thing. He is going to miss. It is B's turn.
I'm guessing. I'm gonna run after Anabella, I guess, because she's attempting to leave, right? Like completely.
No, she wasn't running. She just like got out of like the swarm of everything and is like trying to get from this outside ranged position. But she's facing you guys. Her back is to the door,
Okay, so I'm gonna run here.
right up to her face.
Yes, I need to go into a rage again. I don't know if my rage is still lasts.
Your rage should still be active as long as you've been taking damage or giving damage every turn, which I think you have been.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Yeah.
You got 10 rounds.
Okay, yeah, then that's all I'll do for now because I don't have anything for a bonus action.
You can still attack, can't you, or no?
Yeah.
Can I still attack? Okay, I thought I might not be able to because I moved. Yeah, I'm gonna go for her again. Then with my katana, I'm gonna try to stab her again.
All right.
It's a 9.
That is a miss.
Yeah,
You gotta risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. You gotta take that.
Do my best.
She's gonna look at you as like you just like cut a little bit. You probably don't even see any blood in her outfit, and she's just like gonna look at you like whatever. It's not even worth looking at. She's going to look up to her friend and cast Dragon's Breath on her ally across the room. Actually, I take it back.
Isn't that a touch?
It is a touch. I can't do that.
You can cast it on B. Feel free.
Guess what you said.
I love that.
No. Nope, she's got to do something different. Because that would not be fun. But she could do... this one, I believe. Yeah, and she'll use it in a 3rd level slot. She is going to just tilt her body ever so slightly, and she is going to cast in a 30-foot line an acid stream. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, right there. So it'll get you,
Damn.
the fairy, the servitor, and the ogre, and in a 3rd level slot. It still doesn't do that much, but dexterity saving throw B.
With advantage because of rage.
With advantage.
It's a 17.
Okay, you save.
God for that advantage.
1 second.
First one was a 5, so.
I figured out that.
It's always been funny to me that barbarians get advantage on dex saves and not con saves when they're raging. But I
They
don't
do
know.
weird things.
Talk to me,
Don't-
Gary Gygax. Get in my DMs.
It is going to do a bunch of acid damage that's going to kill that fairy and wound the other 2. And that straight acid, it is a concentration, so I imagine that acid stays on the floor. So we're just going to do... There.
So B took no damage for saving?
Yeah, it's
It's a safer suck. Nice.
Covered in acid for the spell's duration or until creature uses action to scrape or wash acid off from another. Creature covered in the acid takes 3d4 damage this turn. So you just avoid the acid.
Very cool.
Actually, so the acid doesn't stay. They just have it until they
there's
get
no
rid of it.
line. Just the other two have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other two have it until someone scrubs it off. All right, Jessamine. Dang it, she really wanted to do something really cool. But I guess this wizard can do something else. Sorry. I'm trying to... she's gonna do Melf's Acid Arrow. That's a long enough range. But she's still gonna use it in the regulars. Do I do this? Is she scared of B? Let me just roll this. Yes, she is a little scared of B, so she's gonna cast it in a higher level slot. All right, so make a ranged spell attack. All right, B.
She said my ankles, they quiver.
That is a 18. Your AC is a 14. And okay, so 4, 5.
Damn.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you'll take 12 points of acid damage immediately.
6.
And then you'll take 6 points of acid damage at the end of your next turn. So at the end of your next turn, I'll remind you to take that damage.
Okay.
So 6 now, 3 later.
That's right. All right, back to the other room. You guys are there. Bognak's cutting bones. Bognak, add 2 more bones to your inventory. And this window of time. What are we doing now?
How many outfits can I gather? I really am curious about gathering these clothes.
There's only 3. There's only 3 outfits. So
Wait,
I will say there is
I know
this.
3. I know a cute couple of 3.
Yeah. I will say that there is that colorful, really colorful, vibrant one, and that choker you got from the first one. For the second one, it's got this like gold shredded, kind of like shawl all over the body that kind of goes up onto this like neck strap that's got like this big silver hoop on the front.
Oh, that's hot.
I would like that.
And,
I would like that too. I was like, that's hot. Sorry.
And then let me get the.
Are there
one.
2 of them?
And then there's one more. And then the other one has this like lacy, like light yellow outfit. So it's almost like transparent. And there's like these hard wires where it's sewn around the body, creating this like intricate design that goes up and makes like fake little wings, like right at where the neck is. I don't know how you want to describe that.
Those are dope fits.
I just want I just want like a choker style. So if there's nothing, I'm just gonna keep going at the bones, I guess, and just like. So, can you guys tell me what the hell happened down here? Because I was just giving Ingrid my great ideas, and
Now it reminds you of more genitals. And she'll tell you, well, we came from the meeting, and then these creatures ran out of the room and assaulted us, and so we defended ourselves, and then you showed up. That's really honestly about it.
I wonder,
I think something's happening in the student quarters, and this just happened to be a little overflow. But we can't get in there because they're locked by students, and you can only get in if you're an upperclassman, and that we are not. So
was this like an attack specifically on the student quarters? Did anybody say anything? Have we heard anything?
no, I have no idea. No, I don't know if it's an attack. I mean, they came
Did
out of the
anybody make a
student
special
quarters.
announcement while I was out of the room? I'm just kidding. Okay.
Oh yeah, there was. The Artheon was being a douche. So I mean, this is an assault of some sort. But like these people aren't the assailants. I don't know who they are. They're not
Do you
students,
think
obviously.
Artheon did the assault?
I mean, he probably orchestrated it in some way, much like he orchestrated the assault we were part of earlier. But like, did he do it? Who's to say? He's not here. But
Yeah, I mean, he didn't do it.
he's definitely
right?
gloating, but that's an Artheon thing. He's always gloating, so I can't tell if it's like a direct threat or just a general Artheon dickery. So it's hard to describe.
God,
I feel
hope
like
it-
at this point, Yumi is just like in their own head, like pretty like deep at this moment. Because I'm like, here's the two people in the room that I'm like supposed to kill right now, and it's like I don't want to kill them. What am I going to tell Artheon? How am I
So
going to fulfill
say,
this? What am I going to
based-
do?
Based on
I
the end of the
also-
last student
Yeah, okay.
council meeting, Bognak has not spoken to Yumi.
Yeah.
At all.
Yumi doesn't
Yeah,
find
just
that
have
weird at all.
yeah, it just happened. But while this, but I do ask you about the new genitals, and then I also jump into Yumi's head, and I'm like, oh well, I guess the elephant really is in the room, huh? Choices. Time is ticking. What will we do?
I think after I get a sufficient amount of bones, I want to get 10 bones, and then I'm gonna start knocking more doors open to get more people in here to help.
What
All
are
right,
you
you
doing
got
with the meat?
2 more of this section before we go back to combat, and then so that was what 5.
I've got 6 now.
The 6 total. So I'll give you some more bones next time.
What do you
This
do with
takes
the rest
time.
of the body parts? You just got piles of flesh. somewhere?
Me and Taylor have things going on. I've got other people
Yeah,
besides
yeah.
you. Just kidding.
No, I mean like literally like right now, like you're cutting out these legs and like where's the rest of the bones and where's the rest of the stuff? It's just like a pile of flesh on the floor.
Yeah, just a pile of like you just,
Oh,
he just pulls it out like a femur. It's like he's trying to get it like again, Chicken Wing Challenge just grabs it and like pull out the femur and the tibia, and Fibby is like, yes, of course.
Penny's like gathering these like piles because there's a bunch of different bodies, so she's like putting all the piles of his not bones like in an act. He's like just like collecting them all together. She's like, put this up here.
Yeah, thanks for the help. I really appreciate it. I don't need that, so I have to whatever you're going to use that stuff for. I just want this part.
Yeah, I think Leonard might enjoy this. She likes her meat pretty fresh, so I might use this for her.
I knew it.
She says the food here is too stale, and I would imagine so if food's summoned and you're a cannibal, you want fresh meat, which is hard to find. And look, now fresh meat. So, happy
Yeah,
day.
if you want to cure that, we should start carrying some salt around or something. Oh, what am I doing? I don't want to do a lot of murders. Whatever.
Oh,
I'm
she
just
eats
doing this
pretty
for
quickly.
Taylor.
It's okay.
Do a lot of murders.
Do you do a lot of murders? Also, you and Taylor seem pretty close. Also, you've been doing pretty well, Bognak. Congratulations. I haven't said that. If I haven't said that in the 4 weeks that have passed since all those games have gone on.
Yeah, I threw a party in the 4 weeks. I don't know if you guys remember. I was like, yeah, we're number 2, and threw a whole party. We had a cake.
And back to the battle that's raging on in the locker room in the advanced student
I'm
chambers.
glad you guys are having fun. I'm about to fucking die.
I love
We can't get
Emmy.
it in there. We're locked out.
We don't know
Where's
that.
Aviv? Where's Aviv?
Aviv can't get us in.
Um,
They can't get us in the room.
This
I mean, why is he not in this fight though? I'm like, where he at?
this servitor is going to try to wipe off this acid from her body magically, but she's not able to do it, so she's going to take some more damage
Do you have to do a check to wipe it off, or does it just take your action?
and put right off. Let me check. I just did it as a check with something.
Because I think it's the way it's worded is it's just an action, so you just waste your turn wiping it off.
Oh, even easier. So she
Yep.
doesn't take any. She just wipes it off. Ogre's going to wipe it off. B's turn.
Okay, B's gonna go with her katana at Anabella again. Big odd that she can hit this time.
Okay.
You got it.
Just know at the
17.
end of this turn, you take 6.
17 though this time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, bet.
Probably 3.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
Yes.
19 points of damage.
18?
19.
19?
Ooh.
Oh, me.
That's with the +2, right?
Yeah,
Oh
it is with the
my
plus 2.
God.
Trust me, I'm not forgetting that plus 2.
I
Man.
want you to really.
Okay. Holy shit, this is,
B spits on her for a little bit of insult and after that.
Acid damage.
She acted like I wasn't anything to be messed with earlier, so I'd like to spit on her.
okay.
B is straight up just fuck your shit.
All right.
girl.
On her,
It's her blood on her.
she's got to do this, but on her turn, she's going to call forth the spirit of Barrel Horn,
Oh my
and around
God.
her is going to form, from the
Totally gonna
walls,
die.
bust out this
You have one too, girl.
red
Can you use her?
spectral ram. All her damage will be times
In barrel horn.
7, and she has 150 temporary HP.
How long
Girl.
does that last? How long does that last?
until she goes to sleep, basically.
Damn.
Or unless she's
Oh,
like, all right, I'm good.
I was about to say a sleep spell, but you can't do a sleep spell.
That is her
That was a
action.
Throw her butthole.
She has to use her action to do that. I
But also, B
don't
has one. But also, do you want to use one? I don't
think
Run.
she wants to move. She's in a
If
drinking.
she called on the spirit of Barrelhorn, I also can't call on the spirit of Barrelhorn, right? Because I'm in
You
Barrelhorn.
got your own. You got your own spirit.
You have your own barrel horn.
Yeah, it's your own spirit. Yes,
Yeah.
bitch.
There's like the main barrel horn that like roams the halls of the school, but then he's got like his spirit shields that like goes over you guys. Jessamine is not flying anymore. She stopped that. She gonna land on that bench. But things are getting very, very difficult. So she's gonna go sing what's going on. 5, 10, 15. She'll take a hit. 20, 25, 30. That's gonna give the servitor attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna run
That is a
outside.
hit. It's gonna do some damage to her. And then Jessamine, let's see if this will work. Oh god. All right. You get to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage as she tries to charm you.
$19. The first one was literally a nat one.
Oh my god.
You cannot be charmed.
Oh my god, I'm literally so terrified right now.
Bognak, you find 2 more bones as you guys are happening. We're gonna continue this fight. This servitor is going to just keep wailing on this dude. That is a miss. Misses. The ogre is gonna try to pummel her with his. Oh yes, with his club.
You may check your phone.
And it's going to bash down on the head, killing the servitor. Servitor is out of the fight.
Kill the students.
And he's just going to turn and look at Jessamine, but it is B's turn.
Okay, so can I call on this spirit of Barrelhorn too? Because
yes, it's an action.
I'm trying to do that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too. Let me get that extra 150 hit points because this bitch
And you're
is
gonna be
going
reduced
down.
damage, so you'll last longer.
Bitch is going down.
Working hard for this.
And then she's going down.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Annabella's
Yeah,
going. Gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
she's going
Sexually.
down.
Holy
She's like, what do you
shit.
mean?
All right.
Unless she's dying. At this
Oh my god, Annabella is like shocked you also use your animal. She probably didn't even think you knew how to use your animal. Oh, this is tricky
I'm
because
an
it's
animal.
times
I'm a wild
7.
animal.
This is times 7 damage. Ah! All right, hold on, guys.
We did a grapple for a D4 once whenever we were used them in our
Yes.
auditions, and it was like 28 damage. I was like, this is kick ass.
Okay.
This is like
have to do math.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm going to take a chance. She is going to cast Confusion, and it's a 10-foot range. She's going to cast it right there. Right, so it's just like 11 feet out of range of Jessamine, but it all hits both of you. So Wisdom saving throw, just normal, and he's going to roll a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that was the 16.
Oh!
I'm so nervous.
Ooh, he failed, so I'm gonna roll a D10. I haven't used this spell
Wisdom,
ever.
for some reason.
Confusion's a wild spell. Confusion is a wild spell.
So, on effective creature. Oh, let's start at each of its turns to determine its behavior. Well, I already rolled it, so on his next turn, well, I'll tell you when it becomes his next turn. So he can't take reactions. That was her. It's Jessamine. Holy shit. She is also gonna call upon her animal because she knows she's gotta kill you now.
Oh my god!
It ends here now. She is calling upon Barrelhorn as well. So we have
Is there any way
3.
we can hear her?
And she is going to use her turn to just get right here in between these two pillars, looking at the ogre, looking at you, seeing that, oh my god, Isalila is so low. It is the ogre's turn. He rolled a 5, which means he doesn't move or take actions. He's useless. B's turn. Any damage you do is times 7.
Okay, well, you know what I'm about to do? I'm gonna go for her guts this time. I'm gonna go for the katana and the guts of Anabella. So on
Just
dice
go wild.
gods.
Just go wild.
That was a 15.
Roll your damage.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
Oh my
casters.
gosh.
It can't be that high.
They're casters.
Oh, done. I gotta do math.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're gonna need a calculator on this.
I know. I'm breaking it out right now.
Is it all damage times 7? Total damage times 7, Scott?
You do all your damage, and then you times it all by
Scary.
7.
46 damage.
Times 7.
Times 7 was 46.
Describe how you kill her. Describe how you kill
I killed her.
Anabella Lillinith.
I went in her guts this time, like I said.
You
So.
can't say that out loud, bro. That means something different.
Yeah, exactly. Period. Katana went straight into her internal organs. I was going for the neck before, obviously wasn't working. So straight into her stomach. He twists it a little bit, pulls it out, and then she just hits the ground, I'm assuming. He says, "That was for the jar."
Her barrel horn disappears. She falls down. Jessamine screams to the top of her lungs.
Immediately turns around as soon as Jessamine screams and said, "I'm coming for you now. I'm coming for you."
I'll also point out that if she went down, the confusion's gone, right? So the ogre's back.
Yes.
Grunt to my ogre, too.
Okay.
I give him like a literal battle cry.
Hey, Scott, how many bones did I get?
I'm thinking about
Jess-
you right now.
Jessamine is the end of the turn order, so after her. Okay, she's also got her barrel horn, which is times 7, so if she lands something, B, are you sure you don't want to use any movement or anything? I guess it wouldn't even matter. I guess she can, like, follow.
And also halved. You got that perk for you.
Yeah, but it's half too, right? Because I'm still raging.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
All
Times 7,
damage
but
is
half.
half.
Yeah, so
All damage,
you
but
got
what?
that.
It's one...
Psychic.
Psychic. Okay, she's not...
Yeah.
She wouldn't know that anyways. That's not like I can look for any psychic spells. But I am going to use the highest spell slot she has left because she's fucking terrified. B, you're going to remember this.
She's trying to live.
Artheon is gonna come for my ass.
Oh, he is going to kill you, B.
You're killing both his
hardly
booty
liked her.
calls.
Yeah, you're killing both his girlfriends. He's like, well, he's looking for
Yeah,
help anyway, so
literally.
he
I
might not feel
killed his
that bad.
girlfriend and his side piece.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm trying to think of this. Sorry, I need
Man.
just a second.
If only he'd been there to help instead of cowering in the Hall of Remembrance.
Or did you kill them?
Better have.
know-
After all
we know-
this, I better have.
Cut off their heads.
We know
Cut off their
some.
heads.
We know
I'm
some. We know
literally
some people who look like people.
B is a wild animal. After all this eating,
Okay.
B will cut their heads off and walk out with their heads like this. I will do it.
Good move.
Are you ready for this?
For some reason.
I know, but
Jessamine
I guess.
Tunnelly is going to dimension door out of the fucking room because
Knew
she's terrified. It is you
Bastard.
and the ogre. And you
That
don't know what
bitch.
direction.
To
She's
be
gone.
fair,
I'm gonna run up to the ogre.
Also,
I'm
where's
gonna run up
Anger?
to the
Where is
ogre.
everybody at? I think it takes me fast time to get in here.
Gonna run up to the ogre and ask him to pick me up and put me on his shoulder again.
Roll a performance check to talk to this guy like that.
they've had so many intimate moments at this point.
That was a 17. I'm doing so good.
Oh.
Yeah, tonight's your night. Yeah, he's
that
just
was
looking
an
down at
18
you.
with a -1, so.
Jasmine's gone. He just killed him. He was just able to stop for a while. Just sees you, and the girl's dead. Boom.
When I'm up there, I give him a little pat on the head. A little pat.
Yes. He is super impressed. As you both stand there and look at the bodies around you, he walks over to Lillinith and picks her up, and looks back where the lock you came from and points at it and looks at you.
He grunts back and says, "Oh, oh," but B takes out her katana first and cuts Annabella's head off.
He catches it. And
B
he just,
takes the head, but the ogre has the body.
God.
just rips starter stuff off. You see her coin bag hits the ground and drops
Yeah. He points and grunts.
54 silver and 38 gold.
There you go, girl. Get that
She
money.
just got paid too. She just got paid.
How many gold?
Huh?
38, you said? How many gold?
38.
38.
On your he's going to walk to that doorway, and I'll reveal on the map. He's going to walk out, and with you on his shoulder, you walk into this large oval room that is on the walls. Clouds are moving, and it looks like you're on some sort of tropical beach. I can only. It's like at the end of Truman Show when he gets to the wall and like the wall's painted like the sky. It's like that.
That's the fucking room. Earlier.
It is like a little
movie.
oasis where there are doorways going off to different hallways. There are dead animal or dead servitors and dead fairies everywhere. As you see, Inger has just been mass murdering things.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, Inger.
That's where he was.
Inger holds in her hands what looks to be some shadowy creature, and she drops it to the ground and sees you.
Who released this item?
And she's gonna swarm up to you guys.
He just goes, well, I guess not technically me, because Anabella and Jessamine caused all of this. But for me to be able to get out, this is what had to happen. I've killed most of them at this point.
Jessamine? They trapped you and tried to kill you?
Yeah. I killed Anabella, but Jessamine is pussy, literally, you know, cat-like and everything. Ha ha ha, punny.
Yes, very good.
She ran off. She was too scared of me, I guess.
She's just going to throw that shadowy figure she's holding down to the ground and look around.
The punishment for failure is most severe.
And her eyes are going to roll back in her head, and she's going to look at you.
We must find Jessamine. Tell me, B. How did you get in here?
He just shrugs her shoulder and says, I came out of the jar. I was just here.
Even
And
through
then
a magical item, you still would need assignment to this room.
He shrugs, says, I would tell you to ask Annabella, but... And then, like, lifts her head up and goes, that's gonna be kind of hard at this point, so I guess ask Jessamine.
Yes. Let's get you out of here. And your friend.
I keep him, please, please. Can
Please,
I keep
God,
him?
let him be our new roommate.
I'll give you the
God.
head. I'll give you the head if I can keep him.
I'll take good care of him.
Think of the last roommate. Think of the last roommate.
He's
it would be
way better
quite
than
an
Austin.
unfair advantage towards the other students.
He won't kill anybody else, unless it's Jessamine, because
You
that
won't?
bitch has it coming. He won't, I promise. Right? I turn to him and I, like, grunt. I'm like, ooh, 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 ooh.
That's most disappointing.
Roll persuasion by saying he won't kill anybody at disadvantage.
Ah. Ooh, that was a 4.
Oh,
I had that one, because I had a bad roll coming, I guess.
B, I'm afraid this will be your first experience with someone you truly admire. Where I get to stab them like a bunch of times. It's like my favorite thing.
oh my God.
Let's get you out of here. You stay.
And starts charging towards her with you on their shoulder. Back, beast! I'm just gonna jump at her because her eyes are already rolled back. He turns to stone. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
11.
You kind of jump back as you see his body is turning to this dark gray stone. Jump off. It just touches the tip of your what do you wear? You're barefoot all the time, right?
I'm on like boots, but they're like not sturdy. They would be like very much so like really like
worn out
sewn
and
together.
holes.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
It will just touch your pinky toe, turning your pinky toe to stone. But that's it. As you jump off and land, doesn't give you a disadvantage or anything. Just your pinky toe is now stone.
It's fine. I don't
Cannon.
The ogre is like right at the edge of that little pier thing. That just falls forward, and she just steps out of the way. It just lands in the sand. It doesn't break, but just face down in the sand.
I will find a place to put him. Say goodbye. Let's go.
And she's going to shuffle you what looks to be a really large room. Hold on, I'll get it ready on the map so you can see this as well. La 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 la.
turns to anger too after that and says, "Well, then I'm keeping the head," and then like stuffs it in her hair.
Oh, she has
as
no
her
problem
view.
with you keeping the head.
Braid the hair together. Braid
Literally braid her hair into my hair, and it's just her like
no.
skull hanging out the back of my head. I'm gonna throw it at Artheon.
All right, she's going to take you through a room with all these tables and a water fountain. And you've already seen a couple of these orbs for the bleed around the place. And just a really, really big lounge area where there's a portal. Aviv is on the ground. He is holding in his arms a very dead Ferris Ravagwin, which is a sailor. And you see about 7 servitors around their body, and they're all dead too. As
Just look up
Aviv,
at Aviv and go,
Bring
nice.
her outside. Bring her outside. Oh,
what'd you say?
I said, B just looks up at Aviv and goes, nice.
I didn't kill her, and if you did this,
Oh.
I'll kill you.
Walks past him. B shrugs her shoulders and walks past him.
The spectral barrel horn around you, just kind of mimicking
Yeah.
slightly every move, just like perfect parallel with you. As Inger shuffles you through the portal and to the floor.
Does she come out and I'm just like pulling out and okay, 10 bones and time to tear it. Oh, B. And Bognak runs up and
I still have like Annabella's head, so I'm literally like holding it like this next to me with like the spirit of barrel horn like around me as they see me.
I go to give her a hug and I'm like, oh God, what the fuck?
B, why did you summon your spirit?
I could do this.
Annabella's head.
Penny looks at Yumi. And we probably still telepathically connected.
Yeah.
Girl, you have bigger problems to worry about now.
Yeah, I know. I think I have a solution. We're gonna see how this shit plays out. I'll go talk to Artheon.
I look at B and I'm like,
Wish I could hear that, because B would have totally been like, here, tell him about this while you're there, and like throw the head to Yumi, but obviously I didn't hear that. I'm gonna keep it for now. Stuffs the head back into my hair for safekeeping.
Penny heads over to B and is kind of like, that absolutely astonishing. You have been proven to be quite resourceful in multiple ways. I'm not really sure who she is, but I do know that she doesn't really fuck with my friend, that girl Jessamine, my friend, you know. And so I'm happy to see that she's no longer factor. So, congratulations.
It was really loud and really ugly and really annoying, so I took care of that problem for all of us.
Agree. So, thank you. The senior class is falling like flies. I mean, well, it's not the first time we've done that.
Bognak pulls out his last 10th bone.
I'm like,
right.
I gotta clean this up, and I'll walk over and move that pile of flesh, the rest of it.
Yeah.
To have a moment.
I mean, at this point, I'll just take as many bones as I can. I was just trying to like, all right, I just need this many, like before somebody gets back or throw them in the furnace.
Just 10, because that's going to take a long time, and then people.
That does take a long time. I'm not Dexter or something.
Yeah.
And I think
He
I
says-
do. Like,
You though?
B says, "You can have the skull when I'm done with this."
I don't know what you're gonna do to that skull, B, but I will take it. And
Yeah,
but
what
Bognak
are
is
you
gonna...
going to do with the fucking skull?
I don't want to know what she's gonna do with the skull, but I know it's in my room, so I'm gonna hear it. But Bognak is gonna... Bognak is gonna like just still run up to be like, I think he grabs the 10th phone. He's so excited to see B. He's like, oh my god, I'm so glad you're okay. How did you even get in there? What's going on? What? You were safe from these monsters?
Oh yeah, how'd you get in there?
I don't know. I 1 second I was in a jar, and this bitch put me in this jar. But you see what happens to people that put me in jars. And then I was in that room. So
Nobody puts B in a jar.
I just want to point out, not
B
to
in a
stop your
jar.
conversation, but Inger did go past you guys after she brought B out. You see the doors are starting to open. Students are starting to pour in. Like, it is a big spectacle. People are like, why the fuck was this floor cut off? Culverlac comes in. You immediately hear Inger screaming about that specific magical item because he's in charge of Kamappa, and you hear that he had no idea what it would be used for when it was taken from Kamappa. And Inger is saying, if you're trying to kill a student, great job. That's actually very good. But if you weren't, you're stupid. And he's like, I actually had no intention of that. She just needed it for something. And Artheon vouched for her. Anyways,
What's a
continue.
Kamappa?
It's the magical artifact holder. You're loud. And then Penny jumps into Yumi's head, and she goes,
Sound like me.
Are we gonna have to publicly break up right now, or I think your time limit just ran out?
Wait, is Artheon in here?
Artheon's
People
not,
are in
no.
here, so
Wish he was.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like, as people start flowing in, Yumi's gonna like scoot to the side and be like, no public breakup yet. Let's just see how this Artheon talk plays out.
all right. And Penny will grab up a bunch of as much human remains she can hold in her giant shadow hand, and in front of her, and she's gonna start taking all her new shit to, the friends. Like, I found lunch or dinner, whatever time it is. And she's gonna head back.
Sure, it's around. It's
her
almost
room.
dinner time.
Yeah. I brought that.
Bognack's gonna grab B and be like, I know somebody else that was in on you getting in that jar.
Ooh.
Our old fucking roommate.
Let's
the one that
fight
keeps-
him next.
You're damn right, B. And but you know what? I think.
He holds Annabella's head up again and is like, he's all buggy. I bet that he won't bleed nearly as much as she did.
Bognak is
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
like, I'm not gonna take credit for this, B. This is all you. I think people need to learn not to mess with you. I'm gonna step away. But I think people are gonna start leaving you alone now. And Bognak claps her on the shoulder, and he's gonna like, is there a group of Findaga people, like people that would like be happy that this girl's dead, or whatever, that are flooding into the room?
So at the end of this conversation,
Because all of the Artheon people were cowering in the Hall of Remembrance, so they're not here, right?
They were having their meeting in their cloaks and whatnot.
Yeah, they're other meeting their. I mean, like, not that I
Also,
would know.
they
Not
know
I would
that
be
this
aware
is
of
happening.
there also would be the ones that shut all the doors. So there's probably
Yeah, they're
ones
the
on
who
lower
orchestrated
floors and
this.
stuff.
That's the hollow shot experience.
Mm-hmm.
But
fine.
Bognack's gonna be like, you bask in this. You've been picking a lot of fights. People need to learn not to pick one with you. They don't need to know you've used your mascot. Get rid of that. And Bognack's gonna clap her on
They
the shoulder.
see it.
I was like,
No, it's
It's a
gone.
big
It's gone.
glowing energy around her.
I was like,
No, it's gone.
You're like in front of her. I'm gonna leave you alone, but first, there ain't nothing here.
And then I'm just gonna like kind of clap her on the shoulder, congratulate her, and go off into the crowd. And like, this is your moment. And
Kill Jessamine next.
but I am gonna follow.
Why does this
Penny.
feel like the end of a sitcom?
It does feel like the end of Seinfeld, which I just watched. Did you haven't seen the end of Seinfeld? Wild ending.
It is.
But I am gonna follow Penny and be like, hey, wait, Penny, what are you talking about? Magic dresser. Hold on.
are you carrying some of these piles of flesh?
Give him the food.
I've got one arm of bones. I can carry a pile of flesh in the other. You can
Take
walk,
it.
You can do a walk dog.
And Penny. Oh,
no,
yeah,
go ahead.
Just like Penny will tell them about Kamapa.
Thank
Yes. So she tells
it's from
you
the
that
artifact
Kamapa
box.
is the cabinet of magical and peculiar artifacts. Kamapa. And on the floor, now you know
Right.
all about the Kamapa. You don't necessarily know about that thing you're trying to get at, but
Actually, I know very little about Kamapa.
I'm
I
not
guess
trying to-
I know it's used we use it in our archaeomancy class. Is the biggest thing I'd say.
all right.
And
So
then whoever runs the teacher that runs it, Sazmat.
Culverlight.
No,
Culverlack, of course.
The Hallowed Children eventually, as dinner starts to move on, as everyone is doing their thing, there is going to get word from someone, a Hallowed Child, who actually, I can tell you the specific one if you've never met them.
Show yourself. I
Wow,
changed songs.
new NPC just dropped.
Finnegan Ryger is going to come to your side.
Wait a minute, we know
We
Finnegan.
met Finnegan.
I know Finnegan.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
know.
know
I didn't
Finnegan.
know. I didn't. Yumi doesn't know Finnegan.
Yeah,
I
think he's
don't.
on my team. He's about me,
And
right?
he's going to introduce himself as Finnegan Ryger, and Artheon wants to speak to you.
No, he's in botany with us. Also, fuck you, Finnegan. Why are you with them?
where's he at?
And he tells you that he is in Gibbles.
Okay, I'll go up to Gibbles and meet Art.
As you go to Gibbles, they shut the door.
And we're
You're
still
inside with Tailsa, and there is another Artheon follower on the other side of Gibbles who shuts the door, and that one is Yuck Urso,
Oh, son of a bitch.
which is a lizard folk head of the dorms. You see this chick everywhere.
Now I know they're getting into every dorm.
And Tailsa is just like washing this cup
Maybe your
at the
boss.
bar by themselves. And she just looks like fed up with this job.
Is Artheon in the room?
No.
Scott, I'm just going to throw out real quick. You just described how every bartender feels whenever annoying customers come in.
You mean whenever customers come in.
I will say Tailsa looked annoying and over it before you even got there.
Well, no, it's just like as soon as somebody annoying comes in, I grab a cup and start wiping. I'm going to the other end of the bar.
Yeah.
So
You see they're not moving to the end of the bar. They do look at you and say, Yumi?
Yes.
Make this quick. I'm trying to make some money. And slide the cup at you, and you hear from the cup, "Psst." It's empty. You look down inside of it, and at the bottom, there's just a tiny little bit of liquid. Artheon's face is projected from, and says,
Ew.
You better have a good reason why you didn't do anything. Because now everybody has seen what you can do. Which is a bunch of fucking nothing.
See, it may have looked like nothing, but what I did was build a bond between people we can use and manipulate. Do you see how close Penelope Flora is with our senior class president who we're trying to take down not so easily, I guess, with him running around killing all those Fae that were supposed to be killing him? I say we make this easier, and you allow me to be a little bit of the brain and manipulation that takes place within this, rather than full-on taking your spotlight of murder.
I mean, what good would they be? Who cares what Penelope Flora knows? She's just a dinky first year. I thought you would be better. Roll a persuasion check.
Come on, baby. My hands are so clammy. Okay.
It's the most important.
23.
Deepen that fucking relationship. I want to know if they snore. I want to know when they go to the bathroom. I want to know everything about them. Yumi, you are going to be my eyes for them. Bognak and Penelope, and now this supposed fucking hero I'm hearing about, B, the chick that bit Dark Runner like weeks ago.
Listen, I have no idea what B did or what was going on in that fucking place. I have no idea what happened with that.
I tasked you with bringing me ahead, and now you have convinced me that you're going to bring me some information. You have time, but you
Got
better
ahead
bring me
for him.
something good.
nice.
Okay.
I'm giving you one more shot. And if not, I'm moving you from my star to the crosshairs.
Got you. Is there anything in particular that you're necessarily wanting that I could achieve?
People have heard that Penny is really close to a little cannibal girl, Cleonile.
Okay.
You
Now-
can't keep my name out my mouth for a person who doesn't matter so much. That's so interesting,
Right,
Artheon.
for real. Artheon chewing on your name.
Literally what Yumi's thinking, but I'm like, okay.
You
I guess
guys
we're
wanna
going
know
back
about-
to fucking Penny?
You
I
guys
hear
want to know about my ghost friend?
we shut up on that. We don't get many cannibals around here. They make perfect cleanup duty. I want her. Get her for me, or find me a way to get her. You have 5 weeks. Arbitrary.
Okay.
All right, and that's it.
Got it.
And then they're going to kick you out of the bar. All right, with that, let's go to a quick 5-minute bathroom break, and then we're going to come back, and I'll give you 5 minutes to think about this. We're going to jump 3 weeks.
God damn it.
Howard,
5 minutes starting
you don't want me to
now.
plan. You don't want me to...
Welcome back, fuckers. 3 weeks. Do 3 things each. I'm going to go down the line. It's going to go B, Bognak, Penny, and then Yumi. B, what are the 3 things you want to do?
Okay, number 1. Definitely runs into Artheon, if not that day, but like the next day or the day after that. Like the first second that she runs into Artheon,
Uh-huh.
she's gonna actively seek him out and go, "Hey, I think you might be missing something." Just takes Anabella's head, rolls it on the ground towards Artheon, and goes, "You can keep that," and just walks away.
Okay.
I heard you like the head. You can
So
keep that.
obviously you're gonna lose all the negative points for Anabella Lillinith. She's dead.
Yeah.
What?
You're going to immediately gain 4 negative points with Jessamine.
Okay, yeah.
Or you're gonna gain 3, so it's gonna put you at 4 because you had negative 1.
Yeah.
Jessamine's still alive?
Yes! Let
Yeah,
me
she
kill
ran
her.
Um,
Teleported away.
you're gonna take 1 more negative point with Artheon, putting you at 2.
That's all. He didn't care about his side chick that much.
That tracks.
But yeah, he is he's
Okay.
definitely gonna take the head.
Okay.
And-
He's gonna...
B doesn't do anything malicious with that, but B didn't really care at this point.
He's gonna fuck that skull.
He's already heard.
Hey, yo.
That is the most gruesome shit. All right, that's one thing.
Abuse of a corpse charge on Artheon. But, the second thing is B is going to work with Penny more on her reading and writing skills, her arithmetic. Hopefully, maybe we can get up to 5
Roll your
words.
intelligence check.
That is so hateful.
Actually, I think I did
Scott,
history last time to give you more intelligence. I don't think
Still
it's gonna...
hateful.
I mean, either way, it's not very good. Oh, that was a nat 1, so that's great.
Yeah, yeah.
You're too
Yeah,
hyped about
actually,
killing.
you've been so worked up over this that, like, fuck words. You grunted and it worked. All right, and what's your third thing that you're gonna do?
My third is I want to work with Elenia a little bit more in the Backstabbers Club. Maybe try to earn some more positive relationship points with her. Maybe get a little more coin in the process.
Roll a stealth check for the and you do have a student dice that you can use because you are in that club. I believe stealth is one of the skills.
A 13.
Without the student dice,
Without it.
okay. And how many are you at with Elenia?
Just one.
Uh,
A 0.5. I feel like I got 1.5
without
with
without
Elenia.
this without the student dice, you're not going to gain another point, but you're doing what you should be doing in that club. And like,
Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. I'll take that, definitely.
okay, Bognak.
Cool. First things first, I want to talk to Artazar, which is killing 2 birds with 1 stone, because she's a stonemason and like one of the leaders of Findagaz thing.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna talk to her like, hey, I am so sorry about Ferris. Like, I'm so sorry this happened. I'm gonna tell her, like, I truly blame Artheon's side for this. Like, they used the professor, they abused items from this thing called Kamappa. I'm gonna try and talk to Kamappa. I'm gonna try and figure out what Kamappa is. And just tell her, like, we need to find a way to moralize the people we lose. And so it's just like kind of like almost an abstract area. I'm gonna help her make like a little I don't know anything about Ardazar. I know Ardazar speaks, but I'd love to make like a memorial for anybody in Findagal's army that dies with the stonemason stuff.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay, that's a 15.
She super appreciates that. She's really messed up over that death, and you gain one positive relationship point with her. And in a moment of weakness, she's going to confide that this school scares the living shit out of her, and she's just trying to do the right thing, and she wants to get out of here so bad. But she's not worried because she was just given a lot of money to donate towards something that Fendagad needs to complete her mission by someone invisible. Someone we all would be surprised would go against Artheon, and that's all she's gonna say.
Okay, cool. Bognak is gonna... Oh, shit. Wait, what the hell? All right, anyway, Ben P's had to go. I don't know if Bognak did. But Bognak is gonna, like, go to Inner Mode of Weakness, like, for a hug, because he feels the exact same way. And he's
Sure.
like, yeah. So he's just like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah. One
and
positive
so,
point.
cool.
All right, second thing?
Bodnak's next move, he's heard a lot about Kamappa. He wants to find Kamappa. He wants to meet Kamappa. He's like, I'm gonna hustle the shit out of this guy. I'm gonna get items.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do all this stuff. He goes up and he goes in this room and he sees this creature.
Giant, like, china cabinet of magical items that you can see. You can see some through the foggy glass, but the moment you get within 15 feet, the eyes are open, the thing is alive, the mimic does not want you near. What do you want to do?
Bognak kind of looks at him for a second and looks at it, and he thinks about his time here, and he thinks about his time with Wokes. He thinks about his time with a lot of people, even his time with Yumi, and like he gave Yumi a sword, and that was his value to them. He's given Wokes items. He's given people items, and he's just been thinking about like, my value to people at this time in this school has been like what I can give them. And so Bognak, when he sees Kamappa across from him sit down, or like he sees Kamappa like become aggressive as soon as he approaches, he just kind of sits down and begins whittling something, is working on some item, and he's just like, I don't think you and I are so different, huh? I came in here wanting something from you, and that seems like the only thing people want in this school. Nobody wants to know you. Nobody wants to be your friend. We're just here because we're here, huh? So, I'd love to get to know you, Kamappa. And,
Animal handling.
Animal handling. Okay.
Oh god.
Chat, this is me once again. I'm kidding.
I am once again asking you for your support.
This is my weekly plea. Okay.
Bernie Sanders in front of the Kamappa. God, what an image.
He used them all up already.
Bognak actually shaves his head, puts on his blue suit and tie. Okay. I'm genuinely looking for... Oh, it's up top. I'm a moron. The 9.
It stares at you and locks its doors.
And Bognak just sits there and whittles, and he's like, I'll get through you eventually.
Third
And during his time there, I will say Bognak is going to whittle just like a little bracelet that says Kamappa, and he's going to throw it to him and walk away. And during his free time, he's going to keep coming back and just trying to like whittle gifts and like just give it to him. Because he's like, everybody's taking stuff.
Do you want to use your third one on that?
No, I think I need to use my third one on woes.
Okay. Far out.
So, yeah. So my third one on Wokes. I'm just saying, like, during the 3 weeks, like, that's what he's doing. He's going back to Kamapa and just, like, doing the same thing. He just hasn't gotten to him yet.
Cool. All right, Wokes.
Yeah, he's going to try and do a better mold for him this time. Like, he did a shitty job the first time. Like, I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't great. So he's trying to get him, like, a really quality item.
More like the rings?
The rings, right? Because the mold before, you're like, it's okay, but it's cheaper than market value.
All right,
so
all right, let's make a new mold then. See if your mold's better.
So this is a sleight of hand. 18.
Yes, your mold is actually very well made. You can produce very nice rings. How much gold are you spending to make rings?
I'm gonna say same as last time, which is 10. So 10. I'm selling to him for 3 gold. So I get 20 gold profit basically.
Oh hell yeah! He's gonna tell you, man, this shit is much nicer. This is
Yeah,
what
I've
I'm
been
talking
working
about.
on it, man.
Actually,
I told
I'm
you.
gonna go ahead and give you back these 2 rings that were pretty shitty because they're not really selling that well. So you wanna use that?
What are they? They're just regular shitty rings, or
Yeah, that you made that you gave him last time.
yeah. Okay, do they do anything, or they're shitty rings? Okay, cool. I'll just take my shitty rings.
Take your
That's
shitty rings
fine.
back. You can use it to meld to make better rings.
Bognak is gonna wear them as earrings as reminders to do better.
Cool. Yeah, he is also going to tell you that he's going to reminisce about how it's so fucking weird that, like, Professor Culver, like, does not just, like, hand out those items to students, like, at all. It's only during his class. So it's so freaking weird that, you know, Artheon would be able to get a pass like that. Like, that shit's kind of fucked up, and that can ruin his
Folks.
business. They're just handing out magical items like that.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. Not even a secret, man.
You can tell me,
This
I won't
is-
tell a soul.
I trust you, man. Yeah, you know, you and I think have a. Do we have a 3 deep relationship after that, or no?
You got a 2 deep right now, unless you've been trying something.
No, yeah, so I'm just gonna tell him. Culverlack is a Hallow child.
Get out. Teachers ain't gonna do that shit, man.
I don't know how, I don't know why, but what I do know is that during the speeches, whenever Artheon called for the Hallow children, Culverlack cheered. And he gave them an item from Kamapa. He's on their side. He's totally biased. He's with them. I don't know. I mean, I have an idea why. But I need to know.
Well, I gotta ask you a question then.
Okay.
Are you a hello child?
What are you? Because I know he brought you onto his team. And if you're a Hollow child, I gotta cut off your stream.
Ooh.
You should probably take your rings back. Good luck with your business.
It's a pleasure doing business with you, man. Walk out.
You lose your points with Wokes.
Well, that's fine.
All right,
I'll
Penny.
take it a breather.
The drama tonight. 3 things.
Yeah, I guess first things first. Penny talks to Cleonile about sending her in as what's been pitched as a cleanup crew for the Hollow Children. She gets to eat their recent kills. And that's apparently all they need. And there'll be someone on the inside watching out for you.
a Hallow Child. I voted for Aviv. It seems very.
Oh no, we. Oh, go ahead.
Well, it just seems like Aviv has his stuff together. If he became the president, it seems like he could make change that could help us. With his Artheon.
Artheon's a thing that we need help changing. And I think if you're the cleanup crew, then you know all the things that he's done. And I don't really need you to say anything about it. I would love for you to actually to keep yourself as low profile as possible. I don't want you getting hurt at all, and definitely don't give your secret away. That's still between us. But don't get yourself hurt. If anything happens, run, find me, or the person who's inside looking out for you will find me or protect you if they need to. But there should be no problem. And again, if someone does attack you, destroy them with everything you've got, like I've been training you to.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage because you have +3 relationship points with her. She's obviously nervous about this.
20? It's a dirty 20. I'm trying to. Yeah, dirty 20. I'm trying to talk my girlfriend into going undercover. Like it's okay. Also, it's a part-time job. It sounds like. I don't think she'll be like doing a lot.
She'll agree to do it. But she is going to like reach for your hand.
I take it. Or I reach out.
And she's gonna lace her fingers in between yours, and just squeeze it and look at you and say that she's really worried, but she'll do it for you, just as she would do things for Mortensau.
Listen, if you feel anything is going awry, you turn around a corner and you do your thing, and you make sure Cleo Nile is nowhere to be seen. You stay safe. Find someone to follow around or to latch on to. Just be the eyes. You don't have to do anything else. That's all I need. Just be careful.
Penny, no one has been nice to me since I've been here, and not that I expect them to, because this is a prison, but you don't have to show this level of kindness. And even though I don't really care for kindness, it makes me feel safe. And if I'm ever going to get out of here, I need to feel safe. And
That's
she's
the only
going
way we're getting out
to
of here.
hug you. Gain your 4th positive relationship point with Cleonal, making her a beloved if you wish.
Yeah!
We have our first beloved of
I'm rooting for y'all.
Dragontooth Academy.
Does it mean something extra? Or just like, we're just
Yes,
like,
it means
we're homies.
means
we're
you
ride or
get
die.
a free student dice for anything once a day.
About me having my first arch
plus 4?
nemesis.
Yeah, right. You have to shit every episode. Just kidding.
Yeah, woo! Not like I haven't done that already, so we've already been through it.
Old news. All right, next
Perfect.
thing.
Yeah, and also okay, great. And then I'm gonna go talk to Aviv, and kind of like just kind of to get a debrief of the attack that went down. Be like, I'm very excited to see that you are much more tactical on the battlefield than you are with your words, and I think that's might be where you're lacking. But that's where my strong suit is. And as you also saw, I'm not too bad on the battlefield. I think you need better representation, Brandon perhaps. And I think that I would be the girl for you to do that. If you wanted someone to step up and take more responsibility. We have to get out of here somehow, don't we?
Roll a persuasion check.
Ooh, 23. The media mistress is the name.
He's gonna say, "Great, show me." And he's gonna walk away, obviously with some like, something's up his ass.
Yeah. Can I move back up to him? And like I'll keep it going. Something seems to be afoot. Did things go well with? Because before I say it, we assumed that right after that fight, that was the field trip, and that was when Finnegan was supposed to get out. Do we know if that went well for the Finnegan followers? Did we get her out of school or wherever? They were trying to do that
Nobody
weekend?
seems to know. Aviv is really standoffish with you. All he's going to tell you is that things are in motion that could have happened a lot faster. And he doesn't hold grudges, but you've slowed him down, and now he's got to take things into his own hands. And he's going to be quite busy after that.
And I want to get into it with him because he waited till his senior year. That's not my fault. Anyways, and then I will go talk to my friends. I'm looking for, I guess, the whole squad. This will happen during a training session.
All right.
And I kind of like have
everybody
a pause in a group huddle. I have a pause in a group huddle, and I look over at B, and I'm like, so Jessamine escaped? That's not good. But she's been on my hit list since day one. So she's got to go.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I do think if this is after my first week when I talked to Artazar, I might cut Penny off and be like, someone on the run gave Artazar a lot of money. Stop, Arthur.
Well, that's a
And
interesting point.
And that's what I've learned. And I've been
We're
wanting to
all
share
down
it
to
with you all.
kill Jessamine, right?
And I know, nope, we can't right now.
I'm ready.
I'd love
I'm gonna bite her. I'm gonna bite her.
You
The
can
second I see
bite-
her again, I'm gonna bite her.
I'm gonna grab her. You can bite the shit out of her, but don't kill her.
Well, you said they've already given the money, so what else do they have
Can I
to
maim
do?
her? Can I maim her? Can
She's
I
not near you.
severely injure
No,
her?
not right
She's
now.
invisible. We're not maiming. We're not doing that. Just throwing out there.
All right.
Someone invisible gave Artazar a lot of money.
And with that knowledge, Penny's third
Well,
thing.
I
third
know
week
what-
thing.
Yeah, no, this is
Still
this
good
is-
knowledge.
This is my third week.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, she's also gonna drop that she needs Jessamine alive as well because she needs a secret that Jessamine has. So, but it doesn't matter. She's invisible. She
torture
just
it
needs,
out of her.
I don't need her to do anything. I just need her to be near us and to have a friend around.
Can I buy be like one of those things you buy like a hamster that they
Not
buy
yet,
on?
not
like,
yet.
Okay.
All right, Penny. What's your last thing?
No, that was it. That was we're planning. Oh, it's planning the murder of Jessamine. It was to plan the murder of Jessamine, but it's gonna be now to turn this into. I need to get this intel from Jessamine, so letting them know that.
Well,
I don't care if she dies. I just need to be near her to extract the stuff.
I'll
But
torture
if she's
it out
helping
of
us,
her.
and I'm
Don't
like,
worry, Penny.
Morton's out is
Calm
definitely
down.
behind you. Cleonile's not there. She's with Artheon right now.
Yeah.
And Yumi.
And me. Yeah, so I guess part of what I did in my first week would be, relay all the information to Penny and be like, hey, listen, I would appreciate if you could talk to Cleonile for me, get her, do some stuff for Artheon. Penny and I clearly had, a combo in the head somewhere off in the distance away from everybody to talk about this.
Yeah?
And I'm going to let Artheon know that Cleonile's good to go. So that was a success. What happens with my success?
So basically that nullifies the fact that he wanted to get rid of you, that you wouldn't do the simplest thing he asked you. So, okay, you're back to square one again. Great. And he's going to take Cleonile from here. You can just stand in the back like the rest of them.
Cool. So, I guess week 2, I'm going to do a Hallow Child investigation, Yumi style, through the bleed.
Oh! All right.
So, I'm going to go to Helen, approach Helen, and be like, listen, I know you know a lot about this school. I know you know a lot about everybody that's left in this school that hasn't died already. I'm assuming you know who the Hallowed Children are.
Mm-hmm.
Care to be a name dropper?
Well, we've worked super well together, and I don't want to get off on a bad foot. Because
Okay.
I think you have a tremendous future with the bleed. In fact, I was considering when I step down next year to make you in charge of the bleed. So, let me put it this way. To avoid giving you the answer you don't want to hear, it's best that I tell you that they are very strong, and that it's best that we don't go against them for our structure of the bleed. Do you want to say anything?
Oh, no, by all means. I'm not trying to do or initiate anything against anyone. I'm just trying to figure out who it is that I shouldn't be doing things against in order to make this easier and breezier for myself.
I say it's in the best interest of the bleed to support Artheon and his endeavors. I mean, after all, somehow, some way, he has garnished a lot of trust from the professors from the time that I've seen him in my year and 9 weeks here. And it makes for some great stories, and we don't step on his toes, and he doesn't make things difficult for us. I think our main concern should be the new president of the student council. I think Aviv is who we should be worried about. Lest we
I
lose our jobs.
definitely agree with that. No one wants to lose their job around here. I do have quite a bit of fun with this.
Roll a persuasion check. If you mean it. Do you mean it? Do
Yeah,
you
I
like the
mean it.
bleed? Do you like Helen?
I do like the bleed, and I do like Helen.
Do you want to support Artheon?
Yes.
Okay, what'd you roll?
I rolled with persuasion a 19.
Gain your third positive point with Helen's shields.
Yeah.
And your third thing.
Third thing I would like to do would be, I guess, to go and talk to Artheon.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do it. I'm going to jump into his head and be like, so, like, where are we at? Where do I find him at?
You can find him around the school, especially in that third week, because this would be the third week. So he's around. He doesn't hide during his class periods.
Okay, then I'll just like see him as we're like walking around and jump into his head and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, it's Yumi."
What?
So, how's Cleonal working out?
Cleonal's great. You did good, Yumi. You did really good. Big things are happening. I'll see you at the next meeting.
Yeah, I'll go to the next meeting. When is it and where is it? I'm assuming the corridors of remembrance.
Yeah, it's where we have our meetings. I'm planning something big. I'm getting bored. Time is running out. It's gonna be in a week.
You seen Jessamine in these 3 weeks? So is she just missing altogether from school?
I will say, over these 3 weeks, you guys are not seeing Jessamine anywhere.
I'm actually gonna ask Artheon about Jessamine.
I'm once going to ask you to not kill Jessamine. But
What do you want to
And
know
once
about
again
Jessamine?
saying no.
Did Inger end up getting a hold of her?
We don't talk about Jessamine. And if you see her, you kill her on the spot.
Oh, kill her on the spot.
we don't talk about Bruno.
I was literally thinking that, but I wasn't gonna say it.
Literally.
She's going to say, that spineless minx is on the top of my list.
Too.
Okay,
You know what?
noted.
That's what it is. You want to join the top of this ship when we fight the Kraken? You want to stand next to me?
Yeah.
You bring me the fucking head of Jessamine Tunnelly.
Help you.
I think I can arrange that one.
Over these 3 weeks, we're not at the end of the third week, so we are going to play 2 weekends of Venom Run. So the first game will be Firefeather, which is just Kyoko, versus the Royal Pains. Now, before we start that, I will say this. The bleed in the morning. Okay, it turns out that the shadowy figure that died was the Freak. So you are down a teammate.
I knew you were gonna tell me that. As soon as I heard shadowy figure, I was like, "Goddamn freak!"
I was like, what even is
Rest
that?
up, freak. Rest up, freak. We respect you. We miss you.
Why was he
I never-
in there? He didn't oh, he was probably up.
We never saw you on the screen, but you're a star of my heart.
Never
Okay,
saw you
so I'm
actually
down
ever,
one
because you
now.
were a shadowy figure.
So you were
but-
down 1. Okay, so we're going to go to the games. So it'll be Firefeather, which is 1, versus Royal Pains. Firefeather can't add anything. Royal Pains, after you roll, you're going to add a 6 to the blank everything together. So
Okay.
Firefeather rolled a 13.
Good job, Kyoko.
He's trying, man.
26.
Okay, so Royal Pains is on their 7th win. And
Yeah.
Firefeather just lost another one. Okay, the second game of that weekend is the Student Slayers versus not bald guy. Now, I will say this. The Student Slayers has all 3. They have a 4 that they can add to it. Not bald guy has 2, but Wolfheart is on that team, and he has gone batshit crazy, so he is going to roll. I will roll for him at disadvantage. So just you roll B regular because you've canceled the mirrors, and no one's doing it now because Annabella's dead.
Right, literally.
Jessamine gone.
I got a 16 for me.
And he got a 2 at disadvantage, so 16, 17, 18, plus not bald score, which is 18, 19, 20. So you're at 20 versus Student Slayers.
I think we'll just kill that fucker at this point.
4. So a 10. 18 plus the 4, 22. They pulled it off just in time.
Oh, because Erica still gets a +1 because of MJ's training. If you remember.
Oh, that's right. So that would still, but that's still.
Yeah,
it's
I'd still be down
this
one, though.
short.
So all right. So that is
Come
first
on,
weekend.
Do a roll off.
The second one is bald guy versus not bald guy. So I will roll for Wolfheart again at disadvantage, and you just roll for. Oh, you got that 20 on the first one. That sucks. And the second one was a 2.
You just dropped the 0. It's fine. Drop the 0.
What did you get, B?
I shit you not. I rolled
A
2.
20!
I
20.
rolled 2 nat 1s.
All right, so you have
for me
20
and Taylor.
plus the 2 is 22. Plus you
yeah.
add your
Don't worry
1,
about it. I rolled
which
2 nat
is
1s. Don't worry about
20.
math.
23.
plus the 2 on the board, which is 25. So
Why are we
now
still doing math? I rolled 2 nat 1s. Jess, I'm so sorry.
Oh no. Okay, not bald guy wins.
Hey, sorry, I needed that one.
And bald guy.
Well, I think the reason is probably Jess or Taylor is going to bald B, and I'm like holding him up like no, we said we wouldn't do it. He's like, I must do it. I'm like no, hey man, hey, let's just chill out. And so we lost the game.
All right, the last game of that
week.
weekend is Royal Pains versus Bald Guy. So Royal Pains roll the 2, add a 7. Bald Guy roll the 2, add a 4.
Would it be +8 with training?
Yeah, because you get that 1 extra for training.
You get 1 extra. So, but I mean, I also get 1 extra. So I got a 34 plus.
Oh my god.
It's a 15 and 18. So we did okay this second time.
A 15 and a 15 +8, so 38.
So yeah, I mean, I got
Royal
34.
Pains wins another one.
Wait,
Yes.
hold on.
I got it.
Yes.
Do you get a +8 for the games?
Yeah, because I've won 7 and training +1, so +8.
Oh, so that's what
All
that
right,
was.
so after those
Yeah.
2 weeks, the standing is in last place, Firefeather 0-6, Butterknife 0-4, and then Not Bald Guy 3-4, Bald Guy 4-4, Student Slayers at 5-1, which is Artheon's team, and Royal Pains leading with 8-0. Not lost a game yet.
Also, can I say real quick during that time span?
Just 1 second.
Yep.
Go ahead.
No, go
Say it.
for it.
I just had to change the menu.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I take my rings, the 10 rings I was going to sell them to, what's his name?
Bruiser.
Bruiser, yes, thank you.
Well-
Sell them to Bruiser instead. And,
Wait, not yet. This is
Not yet.
That was the 3 weeks things. So
Okay, cool,
we're going
cool,
to start
cool.
back up. All right, so on this day, we're going to come back on a Thursday. We're coming back to school on a Thursday. We're 2 days away from the weekend and more Venom Run games. But I will say in the morning, the bleed will tell you that these are the dead students over the past almost 3 weeks. From House Valorgrim, Ferris Ravagwin, Astra, Tate, Silent Noise, and Crook Knightley.
You're so quiet.
From Chronosteer, Curden Acrobar, Bruiser. Bruiser dies and gets promoted. Artazar gets promoted to head. So whenever we go buy things again, you will have to roll. You'll have to roll your new stuff with Artazar to see how they will sell to you.
I like Artazar. At least I like Artazar.
Not
negative
Jim
points
Carrey, man. It's
That was
because he
my one
retired from-
negative point. I'm so opposite of Erica.
Is it because he retired from Hollywood?
Get out of here. All right. The Freak and Reeve Davy. From House Barrelhorn.
Freak.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. From House Barrelhorn
I
is
swear to Christ.
Shanigan Deepfeather and Melody Esper. But most
And
importantly,
Anabella Lillinith.
immediately after the names are announced, an interview self-filmed with Helen Shields. She pulls out her lipstick,
Of course she does. Bright red.
pops it back in, flicks it, and it lands perfectly upright on the table beside her. My fellow pathetic worms, listen up. There are a lot of rumors about Fendaga. People are mumbling about you, like you're walking past it like, what?
Oh, shit.
Let's clear the air. Fendaga believes the professors and headmaster of Dragontooth never intended for students to graduate. She believed they had alternate plans for us and use us for something. When it came time for her to graduate, she was proven right by the fact that the senior class was murdered in their tracks. Thankfully, she escaped. And yes, she is here. And she's not leaving until she tears down these fucking walls. Laundria Fatale works for Summit as their main warden for this prison. She has betrayed Summit in her own endeavors, which include using all of us. This was within her memories, and it goes to the memories that you saw last episode, with her bringing up the teachers, with her standing in Summit in front of Artheon's dad. The whole school is seeing all of that. It goes back to her after that. Artheon holds great power, but also the key to our escape. Press him to release us from his father's hunting dogs. Someone yells in the interview, and she looks back and turns back. I believe I have signed my death certificate with this scoop, so I will hand the reins of the bleed down to my predecessor, Reveille. I welcome your confrontation, Headmaster Fatale. Fendaga will defeat you. Fendaga! It is breakfast.
Was that Helen? That wasn't Helen.
That was Helen.
That was
Was it? I mean, was it Helen?
Was it Helen?
It was Helen. In
We are
quotation.
at breakfast time, and there are rumors that the headmaster is gonna fucking raise hell about that scoop. Welcome to breakfast, everyone.
I'm gleefully eating pie. I'm kidding. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I find Bognak for the first time. I need to speak Bognak to the side somewhere, and I pull him, over somewhere, and we kind of like, and I look at him and I'm like, I also have a interest investment in our friend who we cannot see, so I think it is in our best interest to align ourselves on their protection. There's information I need inside of their head that I need alive, and you have your reasons, whatever they are. But currently they align as we need our friend around. So keep me in the loop of whatever you know, and I will try to do the same with you. And then she like nods. He's like having this food. She kind of like says all that. He's like eating, and she's like, "Thank you," and she walks away. She's like, "Perfect."
He's got just cobbler all over his hands. He has no idea who she's talking. No, I'm kidding. He knows.
And
He was the one that has no idea what any of that meant.
I'm
Going
talking
down
to
on
you.
some rat kebab. B could care less.
He's the one that you have to worry about killing somebody if she shows up.
B just learned all this stuff from the memories for the first time. She's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like,
Whoa.
"Oh, you were there for." And then I'm gonna go look for Elenia or Aviv.
I think everybody pretty much was.
Does
Well,
that
I mean,
matter to
maybe
me?
not Penny, but definitely Yumi, because I wouldn't have said anything to Yumi at this point.
mm-mm.
Bognak's been
memory?
distant from Yumi.
Yeah,
though.
I think Penny's the only one who knows because, yeah, you told her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking for Aviv, you said?
Aviv or Elenia, someone who was higher up who would know if this was like.
you
'Cause I'm
see 'em
also
both.
curious. Was that?
You see them both in
Are
there.
they together?
No.
Then I go to Elenia.
Yeah, Elenia is like, she has like these like weird sunglasses on, and she's just like sitting up, and she's just like drinking this like smoothie with like this like big wool coat around her. She's like freezing.
Well, you look
Girl.
normal. And she kind of chuckles. Was this all supposed to happen today? Our announcement of intel. Is that all going to plan?
I think so. I am super fucked up right now.
No, I'm aware. Anytime I speak to you, I just assume if it's before noon that you're not sober.
This school is hard.
Your life is literally on the line.
She's
so I would
like-
assume.
She's like, she just kind of leans in to talk to you, and she's like, shit is going down that I have not seen in my entire time here. This shit is
They're
crazy.
announcing themselves for war. What do they expect? Don't tell your jailers, hey, you're jailing us and being mean, because what power do we have? There are jailers. They're gonna get everyone killed.
Oh my god, I don't know.
And I'm not sure if that's not the plan. Just be careful. I don't know what's going on with your class, but escape doesn't really seem to be on anyone's radar too soon. And I
The
look at
thing
my
is,
big watch.
I graduate in like.
No, I know. And how do
20
you plan to
weeks.
get out of here?
That's what I'm saying. Do I need to pick a side?
I think you have picked a side, and sadly, your side's not doing anything. But I don't think the other side is either. So I think you need to pick a side, and that side needs to be yourself.
Like, you're
Watch
friends
your
with
back.
Aviv, right? Why don't we just talk to him? He seems to be connected.
This is Elena. She also know about Aviv. Why she acting weird?
She's just like, kind of looking around like she doesn't want to be seen doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
She's like, my whole thing is I sneak. I backstab. I can't be out in the open.
No, I don't want you out in the open. I want you to be aware of what's going on around you. Just because you're in the shadows doesn't mean you shouldn't know what's going on. And I'm just worried that people pulling the strings on both sides, their goals are ill thought. You know, men. So I just don't want you to lose out in all this. You said 20 weeks, and what have you got accomplished? Fendergar's still here, not gone. We've still done nothing but announce what everyone's doing, but still no plan. Aviv's or Fendergar's plan, whoever's running our side, needs to get their shit together, because we know Artheon's side has all the cards.
Persuasion.
And we're not trying to lose. $15.
We need to talk to Aviv. This has got out of hand, and we need to make a move now.
Especially with Ferris gone. Make sure you rest in peace. I grew a flower for her. I don't know if you've seen it in the hothouse. It's
That's
really nice.
gorgeous. I've been to the hot house, but I could not tell you what I have done in there in 20 trips.
It happens sometimes. The haze is so thick.
All right, she's going to get up. She'd be like, I got to go see Aviv. She's going to find Aviv. She actually sees him across the room. She's going to go to him.
I follow.
Okay, Aviv is talking to Artazar, and as you walk up, he is saying, thank you. And she walks away. Ladies, well, that was a fucking crazy-ass report, wasn't it? This
Was
morning?
that on schedule? Then she kind of looks at him.
I told you I have to take matters into my own hands.
I just want to make sure this is your hand being played and not someone else's.
Elaine,
It's hard to trust.
Elenia
You know you can't trust them.
looks at Aviv. Look, Aviv, we don't have time for your skepticism. She's good. She's with us. We need to make a move.
Aviv, don't worry. I don't have 20 weeks. I have 7 years and 20 weeks. My clock's not ticking. I'm worried about my friend here, not so much about you and your ill-thought plan, but I would like for her to leave, and I'm just worried that this isn't going well enough.
Aviv
And I
is
know
going
I'm
to
slowing
tell
you
you,
down.
Bruiser has been building. He's been building a shelter for Fendaga. She doesn't feel safe inside here, but she feels safe on the other side of the building. She tried to escape through ethereal plane, but they've got this school coated on metal from the outsides. You can't travel through metal in the ethereal plane, so she has to climb the floors, and they're covered with phase spiders. They're all around us. She had to get to the top, and it was difficult. And if she's going to go back out there, she needs a place besides just on the rocks. She can make food for herself, and Bruiser's been building something, but the materials he needed, all the purchases are tracked. And it was very expensive to get it. Thankfully, Penny brought the rest of that money that was handed off to Tailza, that was handed off to Unarin. And now, we've been given a lot of money by Jessamine Tunnelly. The building
I've
is
heard.
complete.
Worse.
It's magical. It
again-
is shrunken down. All we need to do now is get with Fenda this thing outside. We can't wait after that announcement. Will you
But again,
two
my
be there?
problem stands. Sure, I'll show up, but we're getting her in this thing. But then what is she doing when she gets in there? How do you all graduate? That still hasn't been answered, and no one seems to be really worried about that.
She wants to get us all on the outside. Now, obviously, we have to come back on the inside to get information and to not look like we've disappeared. But these seniors, we have to protect the seniors that
Or-
are on our side, and we have to get them out before we graduate.
Why why act like you need to be here? People die all the time. No one looks for them. If the
They
seniors
do
start
look for
dying, that's
them.
not a bad thing.
You can't just say someone's dead around here. I mean, they've been looking for Jessamy for 3 weeks.
Well, maybe we start killing people and hiding bodies.
Where?
Make it anywhere. Do we have to make it?
There is nowhere. The
continue
advanced
to-
student chambers, they have it under surveillance. Every inch of this place they can find. I mean, they can do room checks at any moment. The safest place for us
But yet
is
they-
outside.
Then Fenda shouldn't have came back in here then, because now she's hindered herself.
She had nothing on the outside. She was exposed. She's coming back for us. Don't you see? This is a good thing.
I just worry she's gonna get you and get you killed before you get back anywhere else. Because once she gets on the outside, she needs you all. She needs something. Obviously, you all do. But I just worry that the bark is much worse than the bite, and that's gonna backfire because I know for a fact Fatal's bite is just as bad as Artheon's father's. And kids
I've
running around
seen
playing
some
like they're
fucked
gods.
up stuff happen over the years, and I'm not taking a chance with Landria. She'll be here any day now to take out Helen. Insight
Also,
check.
she leaves.
Insight check. Insight check.
Also, any day now. Weird wording.
Insight check. Insight check.
Weirding. She's away a lot.
Insight check.
Okay. Hold on.
It wasn't fucking Helen.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't even care if it's okay. So 14, but I really want to know. So I'm
Okay,
gonna
when
use
he
this
says
little here.
he says when she comes back to kill Helen, he does this very like weird look away thing.
How is she getting? If she's getting out of here, can't Fenda guy use the same way? Perhaps. We know we know Fatal's leaving. If she has to report to Summit or whatever on her things, how is she getting out?
She goes through the furnace, through the fire, in the actual furnace, and we can't use it. It's not that we are not allowed; we just can't. No one knows how to do it.
Maybe that's something someone should figure out for extracurricular matters, just to explore the options. You know.
I've been here
I
for
just don't
4
want anyone
years.
to
I've
know.
never seen anyone smart enough to figure it out. Look, Penny,
What we've seen.
you don't have to go along with this plan. Elenia, do I have you? Elenia's just gonna look at Penny.
I'm with your plan. I have not gone against it. I just worry that it won't work out for you. But I'm down to see how it works out either way.
Elenia's going to
So I will
say,
meet you.
I'm there. I'll do it. When? He's gonna say, tomorrow. We're making a group. We've got enough ethereal potions. We'll be able to get this thing outside, and she can at least be on the outside. We can communicate with her. Penny, just be careful who you talk to. And Elenia's gonna walk away with him.
And then she'll walk back to. She'll find the couple. She'll look for Morton's out and Cleonal. Or one of them if Cleonal is working.
Mortonzal is
She's
there.
she's
Cleonal's
working
not
there.
there, but Mortonzal is there. Like,
Yeah, we gotta talk. You taking up my girl's time too much. It's supposed to be part time, but you working her full time, extra hours. I want to make sure this conversation's good. I gotta talk to my manager. But yeah, she'll head over to Morton's out and kind of just like diffuse and chill.
okay, yeah.
I'm gonna stop talking.
He's going to like sit close to you, just kind of whisper, "Are you okay?"
Oh, I'm great. I'm just worried about some other people.
I can't wait till I get out of here. Anybody
It's gonna
else
be
before
great.
we
Um,
end this saga?
in this session, yeah, I had a couple of quick things to do. As far as
I thought that was Morton's all saying that, and I was like, why is he being weird right now?
it turns out, badass as hell. Bognak is going to go to Artazar, I think, after seeing the interview, and just be like, "Yeah, I have some things I need to buy. You might open up the store." Do you mind if
Persuasion
we
check.
put-
Not to open it. It will be open, but to like get your new pricing. Do you have any points with her?
I have a point with her. I just earned one, actually, so I have a positive with her already.
Okay, but you only have one, so just regular roll.
Fuck. That's a nat 1, I guess. It rolled twice. I don't know why my rolls keep rolling twice.
I mean, she's still, friendly to you. She's not like
Yeah.
super strong with a +2 that she's gonna do things for you. But yeah, she's gonna sell things to you quite expensive until there can be a change.
So she is. So even with a positive relationship point,
Yeah,
she's selling them expensive.
she's friendly. Yeah,
Okay.
But she's not like your
Yeah.
close ally. +2 is when she does things for you. Like
Gotcha.
she just got this
Well,
job
I mean,
too, so I'm sure she's trying to.
Well, no, yeah. So I mean, it was more so I was just kind of like what I was going to talk to her about was like not as much selling things. I'm going to buy things from her, but I was like, hey, with Bruiser, I heard he was working on something. I don't know what it was. I can help. I've got crafting experience. I'm on your side. And that's, kind of what I want to talk to you about.
She's really nervous. Oh, yeah, I just don't think it's like the best time to be talking about like sides and things because like there's so much going on. But I really appreciate you coming to talk to me, and I'm more than happy to sell things to you and stuff. So like
Not as much as side. Just if there's anything else that you need help with, or anything else that we need help with, as far as as far as a good working relationship goes, that's what I was really hoping for.
Roll or persuasion check.
Okay. Okay, so roll a new one.
This is for something different.
What the fuck? Okay,
18.
Yeah.
She is going to offer to, if you want to switch jobs to the school store, you can have her old position, which is actually 9 gold pieces a week instead of 7. It's a higher up position.
Okay, I'll take that instead of campus grounds.
Okay.
So, no, I'm sorry. I will take that instead of RA roll.
Okay.
So I'll keep campus grounds because I want to do this.
So now every week you'll, instead of getting 14, you'll get 16.
Nice, cool. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I'll work. I can work with you. I'm here. I'm around if you need me, and I'm going to buy some items.
All right, they are on the expensive list, so make sure your prices are.
So they're expensive, not just normal.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah.
You rolled a nat 1.
But we already had a relationship point together.
Yeah, but you don't have 2. 2 is when you get benefits. 2 is the boon. -2 is the bane. Usually I give people the advantage.
So then it wouldn't be a normal?
No. This is very unfortunate for you, but you must accept this outcome.
She said,
Okay,
I'm charging everybody.
I'm not really sure I follow, so I'm just not going to buy anything. I don't need anything that bad. So
maybe wait until you have some more time.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait until
because you don't start the job right now. Once you start the job, you'll get a little boost because you work there, like your little discount.
So I'm just gonna wait and buy stuff then.
Yeah, just wait today.
That's all I'll do. That's all I'll do with her. Just like, hey,
and anything from B and Yumi before we pass.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just like scout the area for Artheon.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
he's it looks like he's rented out Gibbles. And it's like him and his allies there.
I guess I'll go up there.
Sure.
Is there like other people besides just like
there's like 10 or 11
allies?
people in there. No, it's like he rented out. And Tails, it looks like she could just unalive herself right now.
Poor Tails. I feel bad for this woman.
Because
But,
Artheon does
yes,
not tip.
I'm just gonna jump into Artheon's head and be like, was this a part of your big plan, what Helen did? Or should I say maybe not Helen?
Oh man, he's so mad. He's so mad of everything going on. He's losing in Venom Run. He didn't get to be president. His side piece got killed. Jessamine's a little treacherous bitch. Oh, he's
Make
pissed.
him run to daddy. Make him run to daddy. Make him run to daddy.
He is
Poke
like
his buttons.
he is like
him.
things are not going to plan. He's like, tomorrow is the, because remember he told you a week, which would be on the Friday. It's Thursday, and tomorrow he's like, just be there tomorrow. Shit's going down. I'm not gonna wait for fucking Fatal.
Oh, so we're taking matters into our own hand now.
Yeah, but your job's still the same. Get me Jessamine.
You got it.
And he's
At that point, I'm
Yep.
I'm just gonna like bounce from Gibbles. I'm just be like, that's a dead horse right now. I'm not gonna kick it while it's down, or else it'll fucking bite me or some shit. But I'm gonna go find Penny and jump into Penny's head real quick and be like, I need Jessamine's head on a silver platter.
Oh, honey, you can't have that because I need her head nice and alive. We have a bigger problem, though. Both people running
What?
these ships. Both people running these ships are absolutely ignorant, and we can't let them do anything.
They literally have no fucking clue what they're doing, and it's killing me.
Which makes it so much easier to take over. So I think we keep playing them, and while they do this whole, are we gonna live? Are we gonna die? It doesn't matter. We still have our time. We need to make sure we get what we need, and I need Jessamine. She knows things. You know what I need from her first. So as long as you get the information, girl, I'll help you kill her.
Listen, we
Get
can
what I
get the
need.
information, and then we can get her head on the platter that I need in order to appease Artheon.
Scratch my back, I scratch yours. As long as I get the intel, I don't care if she's dead or alive, truly. But
Say
also,
no
she hates
more, girl.
Archeon, and I think she knows even more than what I know. She knows things for me, but definitely she knows things against that man. You know.
Oh,
being
yeah.
that's even better. So I
Use
kind of want her
that to the
alive.
advantage.
I want her more on my side because her brain is just so potent.
One last thing before we go. Artheon is going to find B as she's sometime somewhere in the library. And he's just going to
Just
be
gnawing on
creepily
something.
staring at you. And he's going to be like, I heard what you did. And I heard what you're capable of.
You should know I rolled her head at you.
You were there when Jessamine left. You will know where she went. Why don't we welcome you back into the advanced student chambers? And he's just going to gesture towards the portal. After you.
I'm gonna say I don't know shit and spit on Artheon and turn in the opposite direction and walk away.
And with that, we're going to conclude episode 10. We will come back next time for a regular school day. We will we will start with botany and the backstabbers and what is now the instead of the no he kept campus cleanup, didn't you? Yeah, and campus cleanup, and then moved to monstrosities and oozes. I'll see everybody on another crazy day at Dragontooth. Thank you, everybody on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch for watching us. We hope you had a good time. Oh, I got a detox after this. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Everybody.